Starting in the 2000-2001 season, I am on a quest against my dad to become the greatest manager of this generation. And to do so, I'm going to have to win the League and Cup of 5 European countries, plus the UEFA Cup and the Champions League, also known as the Glory Hunter Challenge. Starting in Portugal, I'm taking over an up-and-coming Porto side, before Jose Mourinho with a young 23-year-old Deco. While my dad is also racing against me to complete the Retro Glory Hunter Challenge, as he starts as the manager of rivals Benfica, with star player Karel Poborski. And so this quest of becoming the greatest manager of all time starts at rival clubs, but who will take the early advantage and claim the first trophy? Hi Dad, we're back in the Retro database to do Glory Hunter.
Oh, I love the Glory Hunter.
Oh, yes. So we're back with a series as well, so make sure you subscribe so you don't want to miss the future episodes that are coming out. We decided to start in Portugal. So this Glory Hunter in Portugal means we're knocking out France, what would normally be in France. So it's the 4 leagues that we are usually doing: the Premier League, the Bundesliga, Serie A, La Liga, and the Portuguese League. We've got to win the top league, the Cup, UEFA Cup, Champions League.
Yes.
So, you're starting off at Benfica by choice as well.
Choice. Yeah, I mean, you gave me a choice, and there's only one choice in Portugal where I'll ever go. Anybody knows I'm a Benfica through and through, and so that's me sorted. Yeah. Happy days for me.
You actually knocked out Jose Mourinho.
Yeah, well, there you go.
There.
Yeah, so couldn't knock out anybody better, really, could I?
So, looking at this Benfica side, you had one weakness that you looked at and decided that you need to change. So you signed a right back.
Yeah, that was the only weakness. I mean, I say the only weakness, but that was the main weakness I had in the side, I feel.
Yeah.
I think everywhere else I was covered sort of really. But so I got this guy in. Only 21 years of age as well. I thought he was quite good for what I could afford for 7 million. I think I paid for him.
7 million from Feyenoord.
I think that was a good buy, really. So
he's
hopefully
got 4 assists in 5 games.
Yeah, so it started well, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pleased with that.
But if you're looking at this team, I mean, there's some key players in here. I mean, Robert Enke, of course.
Oh, got a great keeper.
Great goalkeeper to start off with. RIP to him. You've got a few decent players in different positions. I mean, Marchena is probably your best centre-back option there. Lacks a bit of pace, but he's very good.
Yeah.
And then in midfield, I mean, Karel Poborski.
Very good.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason why he probably didn't work out at Manchester United was because he was having to play behind David Beckham at right midfield.
That's right, yeah, shame really. But
what a player he actually is, attacking down that wing. And then up front, there's a couple of good players, but Pierre Van Hooijdonk, 7 out of 7 already.
He's 38 years of age, but I won't be here long enough to see him out, so he's going to do me some proud, really. He'll score me some goals, and like you say, he scored how many already?
7 and 7.
7 and 7. So there you go. That's what sort of striker he is.
Yeah, 5 in the league. He's got great long shots, good heading, good finishing. He's fast, strong, good off the ball. A lot to like about Pierre Van Hooijdonk.
Yeah,
it's not just his name,
no,
which I do enjoy. So good lineup straight away. Tactically, you set yourself up in a 4-2-3-1.
Yes, I did, yeah. I mean, Van Hooijdonk was the only sort of out-and-out striker I really had, so he was only going to be one up front because the player sat right behind me who I won't give him a free row. I think is a very good attacking midfielder as well.
He looks great.
So I had to get him into the team, which meant playing one up front. So that's what I'd done. 2 wingers, very good. And that's sort of, I'm a bit weak in the centre of midfield, whether I play centre midfield, like attacking midfields, or defensive midfielders, so I've took a chance and I'm playing more of attacking midfielders rather than defending midfielders, so I'm hoping it'll set off for me. But defenders, I'm alright, keeper's good, so fingers crossed, I'll have a good season.
Yeah, now of course with Dad being Benfica, I'm being Porto. The reason for it is Sporting won the league the year before this database was created, so if you're going off of that, Sporting technically have the best team.
Yeah.
If you're going off of who actually won the league the season this is, it's Boavista. So, I mean, only a few times ever in Portugal has a team that's not been Sporting, Porto or Benfica won the league. One was Belenenses, one was Boavista. This is the year it happened. So
we're going to change history.
Well, hopefully, yeah. I mean, if Boavista win this league, there's something strange that's happening this season. So, yeah, I've got Porto's side. And there are a few recognisable names. Now, this is just before Jose Mourinho would join, of course, in real life. I actually signed 2 players. I recognised that possibly I also needed a right back. So I signed Lee Dixon from Arsenal. Yeah, I mean, doing what he's known for there in the picture, just taking a throw in. But he looks all right for 36 years of age. Bring it up, bottom in, because he's good at crossing. He's got good mental attributes, to be honest, and can tackle. Not looking for him to bomb down the wing too much, really.
Oh, he's too slow, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, that's it. He's got a goal already, though.
Yeah,
Fair
that's
play to him.
unbelievable, isn't it?
And then we've also got Giovanni up front. £6 million, 5 games, 3 goals already. He's got a lot to like about Giovanni, as you can see. Does lack pace. That's the only thing about him. But he's 28, Brazilian, can play in 2 different positions. The rest of the team, you will recognise some players in this. Now, I'm playing a 4-1-4-1. Mainly because the attacking threats in midfield are unbelievable. We have got Alinechev, who I'll be honest, I've never heard of. Dmitry Alinechev, he's a Russian player. Does look really good, though. The passing ability looks fantastic. Next to him, though, I definitely know who this guy is.
We all know this guy.
Yeah, Deco.
He is so good, isn't he?
So, 23 years of age is before, of course, he moves to Barcelona, which would be after the Champions League win with Porto. So we've got him nice and early. Lacks the natural fitness and physicals in general, but, I mean, the technical and mental attributes are phenomenal for the 23-year-old there. So I'm quite happy with that. Victor Bayer and goal I recognise as well. Was a good Portuguese goalkeeper. Had a lot of caps for Portugal.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I mean, there's not a lot of massive names, really. I mean, this guy looks quite good. Jurilov, a Serbian winger. He's quite old now, but still decent at this level. So there are a couple of players maybe that I don't recognise that are still good in this team. And this is obviously before the likes of Carvalho was in the first team. Because if you're looking at our team in general, out on loan is Ricardo Carvalho, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm done with him, to be honest. He looks fantastic. So for some reason, he's out on loan in the first season. So if I'm still here for the second season, I can use Ricardo Carvalho, which would be nice. So looking at this then, obviously the tactic that I'm going for, starting off the season in Glory Hunter, who can get off to a hotter start? Well, I've beaten you already 3-2.
Yes.
3-2 with a 92nd minute winner as well.
I hate late goals.
Oh, yeah. Deco with a brace, Van Hooijdonk with a brace.
Yeah, so he's started well.
Yeah.
We know that. So, yeah, I'm disappointed with that result, to be honest with you.
We kicked off the rest of the season quite well. Looking at yourself, Dad, and how you started outside of the loss to me, you have actually started quite well. And you've qualified for the Champions League, defeating Hamburg. So you've got into the Champions League, which, of course, is like a 2-stage group stage thing. Yeah. So you'll be playing in the Champions League next season, 4-1-2-0, but you got through anyway. The rest of the league fixtures, you've done all right, to be fair, which, you know, not too bad, really. So it's going to be an interesting one. Now, the 2 trophies that we are playing for this season is the PT Cup, the Portuguese Cup, which will be the Portuguese FA Cup.
Yeah.
The League Cup, as much as it's great to win, we don't care about.
Nope.
That's not in the Glory Hunter cabinet. It's these top 3 here. The Champions League, the PT Cup, the Premier League. So who can win one of them in the first season, if any? Let's find out in season number 1. Retro Glory Hunter. With the early win over Dad, I had the advantage going into Season 1, at least in terms of the league title. But Dad was also rather unfortunate in the Champions League, as the old-style format of 2 group stages before any knockouts put him in a group with Valencia and Galatasaray, who both have excellent teams, and beat him, knock him out. I, however, progressed through out of a group of Chelsea, Monaco and Spartak Moscow and into a second group phase with Real Madrid, AC Milan and Manchester United, where after a great 2-0 win over Real Madrid, we lost the other 5 fixtures and were eliminated. Back in Portugal, I then played Dad's Benfica in the Portuguese Cup 6th round and defeated him again 2-0, knocking him out. Dad was given a lifeline of being entered in the UEFA Cup after his exit of the Champions League. However, he was drawn against Sven-Göran Eriksson's Lazio, who won the first leg 3-0. And although Dad won the second leg 2-1, it was another trophy that Dad couldn't win in Season 1. Unfortunately, things went from bad to worse for Dad as he trailed in 3rd place in the league, losing once again to me in the home fixture 2-1. In fact, nobody was able to stop my Porto side in Portugal this year because we went unbeaten in the league, lifting the title and adding our first trophy to the Retro Glory Hunter cabinet. The only way this could get any better is if we also also managed to defeat Sporting in the final of the Portuguese Cup, meaning we would complete the first country in just one season. And despite it being 0-0 at half-time, the second half was an onslaught for my Porto side, as we finished every shot we took, smashing in 5 second-half goals to lift the Portuguese Cup. Well, Portugal done and dusted in one season.
Oh, you walked it as well, didn't you, really?
Yeah. 5-0 in the final against Sporting. Peter Schmeichel's Sporting, by the way.
Yeah.
Completely forget he played for them. And they got some good players. Recognise this man, Frederick Canute?
Yeah, I do,
They signed in from West Ham. And they also had Beto, who was a very good defender back in the day.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Couldn't defend today, though, could he? 5-0. What a performance. Also, Nelson. 5 assists from Nelson.
Not a bad player, then.
That's absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? How has he done that?
Lord Nelson, do we?
Yeah, the right back Nelson, who, I mean, Lee Dixon says he started there. I have no idea what happened there then. Did he just come on the pitch and in the second half? Lee Dixon
like
come off and then all of a sudden we score 5 goals and he gets all 5 assists.
That was a good substitution then, wasn't it? If that
Jesus, yeah. But that is it, done and dusted. Now, I usually always start Glory Hunter quite well. So this is not new things for us to happen. For some reason, I always start a Glory Hunter really well. 0 losses throughout the season.
Oh, you can't argue with that.
4 draws.
4 draws, very good. Can't argue it.
2 against Braga, well, 1 against Braga, 2
though.
against Sporting. Yeah, unfortunately for you, Dad, 8 losses and I beat you twice.
Yes,
So you're quite way off as well, 68 points to 94.
Not even close.
No. Didn't win the Champions League though, so that's one thing you got in the second phase group stage. The Champions League was won by Juventus, who beat Arsenal in the final, and yourself, Dad, of course, didn't also win the Champions League. Well, you actually got to the UEFA Cup because you were knocked out the first stage, which meant you win the UEFA Cup.
I mean, that's where I was hoping I was going to go, because I never thought I'd be good enough to win the Champions League. But you just never know with the UEFA Cup, do you? You need a little bit of luck, and you could go all the way. But I didn't get that little bit of luck.
I mean, that is a good thing with this retro database, is that we have another opportunity to win the Europa League.
Yeah.
Usually you have to find a club that's in it.
Yeah.
Whereas now you can drop into it like
Yes.
the old rules, and that can obviously still be achieved. So that's something to keep an eye out throughout this retro Glory Hunter.
Definitely, yeah.
But we've got to add some trophies to our trophy cabinet in a second. Dad, your squad, if you're looking at it now, where do you think the weakness is? I mean, you scored 39 goals from Van Hooijdonk.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. The 2 wingers, I think, was quite good. The
Baborski,
yeah. And the player was sat behind
Sabri.
Sabri, that's the one I'm looking at, really. I don't know. I've scored goals. I think defensively I wasn't good enough, so I'm going to be definitely. I mean, I'm happy with the goalkeeper, but just not happy with my defence, really. So
yeah,
I'll be having a serious look at my defence, I feel.
Well, you got £56 million. That's quite a lot of money in this database too.
I'm surprised I got that much for this league, so I'm really pleased with that.
Yeah, so that's something for you to look at. Yeah. Now, my squad: Giovanni, 23, 17, Pena, the backup striker, who's quite good anyway, 22 and 8, and Alenechev got 21 and 19. Clayton, who come into the team after Deco went to Chelsea, which was a January transfer of £18 million release clause.
Yeah.
And he's done quite well at Chelsea as well.
You didn't need him anyway, did you?
No. Well, funny enough, obviously he goes to Chelsea, which is kind of a weird thing. But yeah, we didn't need him. But it was one of those ones where it's like, well, that's annoying when that's happened. But either way. So, job-wise, where should I go next? There's 17 jobs available. One of them is Chelsea. Could reunite myself with Deco straight away. Real Madrid's there. Deportivo La Coruña, they finished in 3rd place. They finished above Real Madrid. They have a good side in here.
Yeah.
Roma is one that really interests me, though, because they've got the likes of Batistuta up front. Yeah. Francesco Totti there. That is a team that should be doing better than 6th place.
I think early doors is the best time to get into Italy this time. I think I'd stayed away from it too long in the last Glory Hunter. Yeah. We know Italy in this era, it was very, very good.
It's the strongest league.
Yeah.
It's the strongest league.
If I can get out of Portugal I might go to Italy very, very quickly if I can.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same. If I can get this Roma job, potentially that might be something. They got Cafu as well. It's a great team. Yes. It's a very good team.
Some of them are quite young as well still, aren't they?
Yeah.
24.
So,
I love that guy.
Could we go there? Could we go Real Madrid? Could we go Chelsea? Well, I guarantee I'll be applying for all three of them. So let's see if I get one throughout the summer, season 2. Once I add some trophies to my cabinet. So the first trophies being added to the cabinet is both the League and Cup for my Porto side, meaning I've already completed Portugal and handed in my notice to move on with my journey with some really exciting jobs currently available. And after applying for Chelsea, Roma and Real Madrid, Chelsea were the first ones to come back for an interview. But before any other interview was offered, I was also given the job. And off to London I go. I was taking over a Chelsea side that underperformed and finished in 7th place last season, with key figures in the game such as Desailly at the back, Gianfranco Zola, and of course, the player that they signed from Porto, Deco, who I'll reunite with. So while I was settling in at Chelsea, Dab was preparing his Benfica side with new faces and a new system to try and bring the title back now that I was gone. While I was already creating controversy in the Premier League because I was signing some big players from my rivals. Alright, Dad, very busy summer for the both of us.
Yeah, like I said, I was a bit disappointed in my defence, and I think if you look through there, you're going to see some really good defenders in there.
Yeah.
So just help me out, really.
Alright, you also signed a Chelsea player before I managed to get to the club. Very annoying, Graham Lasso.
Got in there quick and got him out.
Yeah, it meant I did have to sign a left back, which is frustrating. Vanucci from Salernitana, so free transfer to kick things off.
Yeah, I mean, I know I've got a good right winger already in the team. This guy can play right and left, so if you get any injuries,
options.
It's ideal for me, yeah.
Can you pronounce that name there?
Yeah, sure. Vladimir
Beshkan Stinik.
Yeah, I got
close.
It,
He looks like he's got a mullet as well. Big fan of that one. Yeah, another free transfer.
Looks a good striker for a free transfer.
4 goals in 9 games already.
Yeah, good signing that.
Pablo Thiam from Stuttgart, so an option in loads of different positions. Yeah, another free transfer.
Ideal signing for them, really.
Yep. Alves. He looks very good up front.
Another striker I got, so I got 3, what I would class 3 good strikers for this league.
Yeah. Graham Lasso, annoyingly.
Here's me left back, straight in.
Yeah. So good player. Lucas Bernardi from Newell's Old Boys. Good defensive midfielder.
This is what I'm looking at. I didn't play defensive midfield last season. I'm looking for defensive midfielders for this season. This guy fits right into my team.
Sebastian Schneid-Jorlitz.
Yeah, there's another
Again,
guy.
another one.
Yeah.
Plays in that defensive midfield. £6 million from Bochum. David Unsworth. Oh, yeah, I mean, that just screams Portuguese football to me. A centre-back pairing of, wait for it, David Unsworth and Alan Stubbs.
Hey,
that
you just
is...
can't. These guys are absolutely solid, and they
Yeah.
they'll run through a brick wall for you. I mean, it looks like Alan Stubbs already did.
Yeah, he did.
But
yeah.
you know they will.
God, the unibrow of Alan Stubbs next to David Unsworth. I mean, that is Portuguese football to a T. The flair, the Yoga Benito style of Portuguese football. And then Jordi Ferron, £9 million, the most expensive player there, right back.
Right back. I got another right back in. I got one last season, but didn't have no reserve one. I mean, this guy could go for right in the team, to be honest with you. So I've gone right across the back 4.
Yeah.
Strengthen them up. 2 defensive midfielders. Strengthen that up as well.
Well, Gian, you actually sold, so
yeah,
replace him straight away.
Yeah.
Now, starting 11 is going into a 4-2-2, so switching things up in season season 1.
I aimed an amber at that attacking midfielder, but I've decided, seeing I've signed some really good strikers, I've gone for 2 up front, and then dropped my midfield back into defensive midfielders. So a bit more defensive, but when I've got the ball, hey, I'm going for it.
I mean, Van Hooydonk's actually dropped down to the bench.
I was surprised with that, but it is a shame. But I'm not locking any of them in. Yeah. So he could end up playing most of the games. It can go that way, can it?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, start of the season, because we're in different leagues, we can have a look. You've already played Sporting at the start and lost in the league.
I was disappointed with that. I mean, I beat Porto 2-1 in the league.
Yeah.
So that's a good start, really. That they were champions last season.
Yeah.
Obviously, yes, not there anymore. So, so I've done well there, but lost the other game.
Eric Goretz was the guy who took my job. He was the PSV manager. So PSV manager, which the Dutch league's not playable on the version that we have right now. But I know a lot of people are going, "Oh, why don't you do the Dutch league? It's not playable in the game that we have." You dropped out of the Champions League.
Yeah, it was such a shame.
You cheeky little so-and-so to play in the Europa League, which you have qualified for.
That gives me a good chance for that cup now, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah, well, I
feel that I'm a lot stronger.
You need to beat Maribor in the third round, second leg first, but you have got a 2-1 lead. You should be beating them.
I mean, I beat them away, so I'm at home, so I should go through.
Yeah. Anyway, this Chelsea side, obviously with Deco in it, quite nice little team now that we've got. Minus Graham Lascelles. But we have signed some good players for it. So, I mean, the players that they already had, they made some good signings throughout the season. As you can see, last year, they got the likes of Tugay in. I love to. He could hit a shot, can he? Jesus Christ. Deco, of course. They also signed Danny Mills. Not a big fan of Danny Mills, I'll be honest.
I tried to sign him last season.
You did, but he stayed at Leeds, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then, he signed for Chelsea halfway through the season. And Eric Addo as well from PSV. Cost £31 million. Is he worth 31 million? I think you could spend that a lot better. No wonder why they sacked the last manager. But I spent 119 million. They gave me a stupid amount of money. This is before, of course, Roman Abramovich.
Yeah.
And I looked at it and I thought, well, the goalkeeper Ed De Hoey was a little bit old, so I went for Edwin van der Sar, who I think is potentially one of the best goalkeepers in Premier League history. I think he was absolutely outstanding at both Fulham and Manchester United. This is when he was at Juve beforehand. And he was 30 years old then. So it just goes to show what of a legacy he had in his 30s that he created in the Premier League.
Very good.
You stole my left back, I had to buy Zé Roberto. I mean, doesn't get much better than that.
I mean, look at his crossing.
As an attacking fullback.
Yeah, he's going to be bombing up that wing, isn't he?
God, yeah. Unbelievable player. Then we got Kevin Hoffland. So 3 at the back I'm looking at. Here's my left-sided player, because he can also play left back. But what a left-sided centre-back that we have going on. I mean, the pace, acceleration is phenomenal. Going forward, he looks quite good, to be fair. Then we have got the best signing of the window.
I can't believe this signing.
Steven Gerrard. In a Chelsea shirt.
Ooh.
Come on.
I mean, near the end of his career, nearly went there, didn't he?
He did nearly went, yeah.
So much talk about it
Liverpool
happened.
fans.
Yeah,
he was trying to deny it, didn't they? No, he never would have got you. Bloody would have. Steven Gerrard, 21 years of age. We signed him from Liverpool for £40 million. And yeah, he looks quite good already, and he's got
all the
good
Liverpool
potential.
fans are already leaving now.
They're hating this. But yeah, so we're setting things up, Chelsea, in a 3 at the back, and as you can see, it drops. I mean, it looks a little bit strange here. I don't know why it's gone like that. I have it set up so it's kind of like this, and I wanted Desailly in there instead of
what a defender he was.
LaBeouf, yeah. So it would kind of be like that. Whatever that changes. Anyway, it's a 3 at the back, 2 full-backs, 2 centre-mids, 2 attacking midfielders, because we've still got the legendary Gianfranco Zola.
Legend.
Yeah. We've still got Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank up front. Very good player. And we still got Gustavo Poyet in this side.
Yeah, he was a good player in his time. He was a good player in his time.
Desailly, of course, at the back. Very good. LaBeouf, as we mentioned. Again, quality player. Dennis Wise is on the bench. We've got Babayaro as a backup left wing back. Idaker Johnson as a backup striker.
He was good as well.
Yeah, we've even got John Terry.
He was all
Should
right.
we want to?
He was all right.
He wasn't bad, was he? So, Roberto Di Matteo, he's knocking around still. We've got good players in positions and good backup. So, this is what we're looking at for our first season in the Premier League, where our goal, of course, is to win the Premier League, the FA Cup, and I'm also in the UEFA Cup. Yeah, because I've had to face Dundee FC, and I've got to beat them in the second leg.
What on earth is going on here?
Well, I have had the most mental start to the season. So let me talk you through it. Starting off, first game of the season. You beat Southampton 6-5. Yeah. What a way to stamp your authority at Stamford Bridge to your new fans and go, this year's going to be entertaining for you,
definitely,
lads.
yeah.
We then have the next game where we score 9. So they've seen 15 Chelsea goals in 2 games. They must be buzzing with this.
Happy, aren't they?
For some reason, Tor-Andre Flo is playing and scored 4. That's mental. Tor-Andre Flo, still a very good player, obviously. The Norwegian, did like him.
Yeah.
Then we lost Man United, who very good, obviously. Steven Gerrard got himself sent off.
In the 90th minute.
Yeah. Our second leg, after being 9-0 up, we won 15-0.
Shit.
Against this team.
24-0 on aggregate.
Yeah, Ukrainian side.
Dear.
24-0 on aggregate.
They didn't know what hit them, did they?
No. 3-1 against Everton. Great start. Great to get back into the league there. Now we are 3-1 up against Dundee in the UEFA Cup. Then we played Sunderland away from home, and Niall Quinn is unbelievable. And they beat us 6-1.
And Kevin Phillips was there with him as well.
Yeah,
so
Quinn and Phillips.
Yeah, brilliant.
So, yeah, I mean...
They were brilliant together.
We got absolutely smashed against them. So I don't know how this season's going to go, I'll be honest.
Well, you can't read that, can you?
Not a clue. So
there's going to be a lot of goals in it, I would say.
Stupid amount of goals, for sure. Chelsea fans, you're going to be entertained.
Yeah.
It's just whether we'll be lifting a trophy or not, we'll have to find out. Let's find out. Glory Hunter season number 2. The entertainment at Stamford Bridge certainly continued, but the results didn't exactly improve as much as I had hoped. Whereas things in Portugal were working really well for Dad since I left, and he had really took advantage and stepped up across all competitions. Goals were flying in, and especially from his new sign Vladimir, who was really enjoying himself up front with Alves. Dad's aim for Benfica this season, of course, was to win both the league and cup, but he also found himself once again in the UEFA Cup with me. However, he only managed to take Benfica to the round of 16 before coming up against a really good Fiorentina side from the Serie A, who knocked him out with an Enrico Chiesa hat-trick in the second leg. The good news for Dad is that his side smashed the league, winning the title by 10 points, which is the first trophy complete for him. But like myself last season, he also found his way to the final of the Portuguese Cup, where Braga was his opponent. And in a back-and-forth tie, which went to 1-1 within just 12 minutes of the match, Dad's Benfica stepped up the pressure and went in at half-time leading 4-1 and winning the game 5-2 in 90 minutes to lift the domestic double. Back in England, and we were way off the top of the Premier League, finishing in 4th place, but 13 points behind Arsenal despite scoring the most goals this season. Arsenal also won the FA Cup, a competition that we were knocked out of in the 3rd round by Tranmere Rovers. We did, however, overcome Juventus in the round of 16, Fiorentina in the quarter-final, and Rangers in the semi-final of the UEFA Cup, facing Celta Vigo in the final, where the scores were level at 1-1 in 90 minutes, and Roberto Di Matteo scored a penalty in extra time to help lift the trophy. Well, Dad, one of the big ones is down.
That one. That's the...
I mean, it is easier to win in this.
It is easier to win
one.
in this one, yeah, I must admit, yeah. So it's not too bad, but for you to win it this quick as well, oh, I'm so disappointed. Di
Matteo penalty in extra time to lift the UEFA Cup in Athens. Zé Roberto with man of the match, one of the new signings. They've got the likes of Benny McCarthy playing for them. Do you remember Benny McCarthy when he was at Blackburn?
Yeah, good striker.
Very good player. I don't really recognise much of their team, to be honest, this Celta Vigo side, but they caused us a little bit of trouble. It took us to extra time, but we did manage to get it over the line.
Disappointed because I'm not there, so that means I got knocked out somewhere along the line.
Yeah, you were eliminated a little bit earlier, unfortunately. You beat Maribor, which we've seen in the 3rd round, 4th round Standard Liège, 5th round West Ham, 5-7. Round of 16, though, I come up against Juventus, you come up against Fiorentina. So Italian clubs
side, we said they were strong at this time of the year, didn't we?
Yeah, so we would have played each other in the next round.
Yeah, disappointed really.
But yeah, in the semi-final stage, I knocked out Rangers, who have a very good team in this. La Coruña still doing very well. Look, 9-3, they lost to Celta Vigo, which is where, unfortunately, for you, I lift the 3rd trophy.
Yeah,
however, it stays at 3 because although I lift the League Cup, don't win a trophy for that. Not in Glory Hunter. It's the FA Cup you got to win. And Arsenal beat Liverpool in that one. And in the Premier League, I finished in 4th. So I'm nowhere near for the title itself.
13 points behind Arsenal.
At the minute, I have to be sticking around if I want to pick the Premier League trophy up. However...
That's good news for me.
What also is good news for you, Dad.
Yes.
Portugal's done and dusted for you.
Yes, come on. Strengthened my defence up and it worked for me.
Yeah.
Walked the league.
Walked the league and also picked up the Portuguese Cup on the final day of the season, beating Braga in the final 5-2. So it's a good win.
I've done a repeat of what you'd done last season. Took everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you do it unbeaten though? I mean,
Did I?
No, you lost two games.
But look at the
still
goals
very
scored.
good. 10 points above my Porto side.
Yeah.
Still did very well. You lost 2 fixtures, Sporting and Liera. Drew 2 fixtures, Estrela and Porto. So you've done very well. You deserve, of course, to hang your hat up in Portugal now and move on. Portugal's done dusted for both
I'm just
of us.
sorry I just couldn't win a European trophy for you.
Oh, yeah. 43 goals and 39 goals for your 2 strikers is unbelievable amount of numbers.
Yeah, I was glad I got him in. It just goes to show Van Hooijdonk. He got 15 goals still, so he still played a few, but that's why those two guys were on the starting lineup at the beginning.
Yeah.
Scored a amount of goals. You score goals, you win games.
Absolutely. Now, this Chelsea side, if we're looking at it, what do I need to do to become contenders in the Premier League is the big question. Possibly in the defence, because striker-wise, we've got Jimmy Floyd scoring 33. Stanic has got 33 goals. He's my right wing-back. With 20 assists.
What's he doing?
Crazy. I don't know whether he's the penalty taker. He can't be. No way can he be. I mean, that's a ridiculous amount of goals to score from right wing back. Gustavo Poyet, 25 as well. Deco, 22, 20.
You got 5 players there that have scored 20 and above.
Yeah.
So you're not scoring goals, are you? So you're looking elsewhere, really, aren't you?
I almost don't want to change my formation because Stanic got 33 and 20 assists, and Zé Roberto, who played left wing back, got 32 assists. So those fullbacks have just been unbelievable this season. They've been really enjoying themselves.
Deco definitely didn't let you down.
No, 22 and 20. So there we go. We reunited and absolutely loved it. They've given me £76 million. So there's definitely something I can do to potentially make us title contenders. But the question is for you, Dad, is where are you going to go next? That's the big question. Now, jobs available. There isn't anything around right now that you're looking at and go, that screams... Like, for me last season, there was 3 big ones.
Yeah, there was,
There was 3 big options there. There's nothing for you right now.
I'm just going to sit tight for a little while.
Yeah, because you remember Atletico Madrid. They're not the Atletico Madrid that you know and love.
Nope.
That's a team that's just been promoted from the 2nd tier, and they've just avoided relegation. Funny enough, Ernesto Valverde is the manager at 38, which is kind of crazy when he goes on to do some magical stuff in the world of Spain's as a manager. I mean, outside of that, you might just be looking for
I might have to wait until November.
Yeah.
I might have to wait until November.
Fiorentina an interesting one.
Yeah, I looked at that and I thought, well, they finished in 9th, but it could get me on the ladder into Italy.
Yeah, I did see that they sold Rui Costa, but they've got the likes of Nuno Gomez, is very good. Petkov is another key player for them. He looks quite good on the left-hand side there. Yeah. But yeah, they did sell Rui Costa last season. It might have been, I think it was. So they sold quite a few players in terms of what was already at the club. But if you're looking at it here, biggest fee, £78 million for Rui Costa at Arsenal.
Yeah, it's a pity, really.
Yeah, so that's good maybe that's why they didn't do that well.
That's right, yeah.
But that's maybe a job if it pops up. That could be quite an interesting one to go to.
Well, wait and see. I might have to wait till November and just hopefully that another team sort of pops up. But I mean, at the moment, the job's not there.
No, that's it. So, where will Dad end up next? Let's find out in the next episode. So make sure you're subscribed and you got notifications turned on so you do not miss it. But we've got some trophies to add to our cabinets. Yeah, so we're off to a hot start here in the Retro Glory Hunter, as Dad has also completed Portugal within 2 seasons and off to the next. However, with my Chelsea side building and picking up a continental trophy, I take the slight advantage at this very early stage. If I stay put at Chelsea for next season, Dad's next move is a crucial one as he resigns from Benfica. And the one option that stands out for him right now is Fiorentina, for which he applied for and who very soon after brought him in for an interview. And they had 2 very valuable assets to Dad that he would really appreciate in a top striker in Nuno Gomez and a fantastic world-class goalkeeper in Toldo in the side. So he was very much pleased to accept their offer of becoming the new Fiorentina manager for season number 3. But while that was happening, I had been quietly working in the transfer market in hopes of making this Chelsea side unstoppable in the Premier League for season number 3. Well, Dad, while you were getting yourself a new job, I was making sure this team is contenders.
Yes.
Because I went out and got one of the most sought-after strikers of this generation for just £30 million. Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Oh, he's so good, isn't he?
He is so a Dutch weapon.
Yep.
So good. I cannot believe we're in season 3 and nobody's actually picked him up yet, which is quite surprising. But a bargain price for a 26-year-old striker that you can clearly see is world class. So it's great to bring him into the club. But we've also got a few more signings too. Now, Ricardinho from Bruneri at Inter Milan, £22.5 million. What a great midfielder to bring in again for that price.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Great option for us. There were players going out. We've got £22 million going out, but a lot of that was last season. If we go across to this season, we've got 0 going out, but it's just a few free transfers. But that was another player that came in to us as a free transfer. Ariel Ortega from River Plate. Again, a great option for us at attacking midfield or right midfield.
Oh, what a free transfer
4.5
that
star
is, isn't it?
compared to our player. Yeah, phenomenal. Just a few mental attributes that he's slightly lacking to be a world-class player, I think.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I mean, you can handle that, can you, for a free transfer?
Oh, yeah, why not? Yeah, he's only on 120k as well. He's not actually asking for too much either. So, great stuff. This Chelsea side now, we've changed the system around slightly, and I'm giving Stanic the opportunity to continue what he was doing for us last season, but at right wing back this season, because he's a very good right wing back. So he's a little bit unhappy at the minute, wants a new deal. I mean, he can probably get a new deal. He's been fantastic for us. If you think last season, the 18 goals and 11 assists was very unexpected in just 27 games who he started. So yeah, I'm happy to lock him into that position. As you can see, we've got a couple of player roles which maybe we wouldn't expect to see. The best 11 actually puts Steven Gerrard at wing back, which...
Why would it do that?
No, I always remember that season when he did play at right midfield and everybody was like, well, he's playing well, but it's not really where you want Steven Gerrard. So we kind of want him in that position there, and that's the reason why I'm locking in Stanic into that position. I don't necessarily want Steven Gerrard at right wing back. We want him out there so that we can play, obviously. Where is Stanic in this team now? Is he buggered off? Oh no, he's gone up front, look, which is the weirdest thing. We don't want him playing up front. We've got the likes of Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank and Ruud van Nistelrooy up there. That's kind of what we want to see at the end of the day. So Ortega goes naturally in that free role, so he actually takes over from Deco in there, which is interesting too.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
There's only a couple of weaknesses now, I think, really, with that ball playing centre back there, but we've got good options. Babiaro on the left is another good option for us. On the bench, we've got Danny Mills, LeBuff, and John Terry all at the back. So there's good options for us here at Chelsea for this upcoming season. We haven't started very well, though. That's the disappointing thing. We've got through qualifying stages against Braga in the Champions League, because that's a trophy that we are chasing, obviously. Shocking, considering we just won the UEFA Cup.
Yeah.
We've still got to qualify in the qualifying rounds, but there we go. I did defeat Tottenham, though, 3-0, and Ruud van Nistelrooy didn't take very long to get himself on the score sheet.
Up and going.
On his debut as well. We also beat Lazio in the Super Cup. They just won the Champions League, so that's already a good sign.
Yeah.
But then we drew to Aston Villa, who have Yossi Benayoun. Of course, he went to West Ham at some point, but this was very early on in his career. And then lost, unfortunately, to Manchester City. Ooh. And that isn't the Manchester City that we know right now, who are, dominating and winning trophies. This is a very old Manchester City under Joe Royal, and they don't exactly have the best players. They've got John Arnorisa, Paolo One-Chop. I remember Paolo One-Chop.
Nicky Weaver, I remember him.
Paul Dickoff.
Yeah, I remember him, yeah.
Great Paul Dickoff. Quality player. So they've got players there that you recognise, but not exactly. George Weah, to be fair, is a cracking sign.
Yeah.
A cracking player that they've got, but 35 now. So not exactly in his prime, George Weah, dancing in the corner flag.
Yeah.
But yeah, they still beat us, unfortunately, which was disappointing. However, Dad, you are now in Italy.
I am.
The biggest league in this.
Yes, it is,
in this world.
It's going to be hard, but I want to get in there and try and get it done as quick as I possibly can while you're still in another country, so you're not interfering with what I'm doing in this country.
They had some good players already.
Oh, yeah, they did, yeah.
And you've signed some, well, even better ones, to be honest. £76 million there, if we're looking at in terms of players that you have signed. But they've already brought in some crackers. I mean, Jan Venegor of Hesselink is here, which is kind of interesting. Marco Materazzi, obviously quite late on in his career, 29 there. But yeah, he's still a very big name. So let's look at the signings that you did make. Now we've got Lucarelli in here for £18 million, so bringing in another option up front.
Good striker, yeah, very strong striker as well, yeah.
Yeah, then we've got Marchena, who from Benfica.
Well, I just brought him along.
Brought him with you.
He done so well for me at Benfica, so why not?
Yeah.
Rewarded him.
Yeah, I mean, I did the same when I went to Chelsea, bringing in Deco.
You're 23 years of age as well, so
Deco in the January window, knowing I'd go there. Gian Cheda for a £22 million, another Italian
strong
signing.
midfielder. Yeah.
Udinese, very good mental attributes.
Oh, he is, yeah.
Great
I don't want to get caught out signing too many foreigners neither, just in case. So
the non-EU rule.
I want to get a couple of Italians in while I can.
Yeah. Now, I've never heard of that player, but he does look quite good, to be fair. Then you got Benito, £22 million, good right midfielder from Bologna.
Yeah, good winger. Yeah, very
Crossing
good winger.
ability is unbelievable.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Lucio. Oh, that's a good signing.
Yeah.
24 years of age before he really stepped up. One of the fastest centre-backs on the game. His only problem is his positioning of 7.
Yeah.
Which is very strange.
Always quicker to get some ball back.
Yeah, he's good pace acceleration.
Like, where is he? Oh, there he is.
Yeah. He is miles out of position.
Yeah.
Nope, he's back in position now.
Yeah.
And then finally, we've got a free transfer in Alessandri, which is just a backup. I think was already a done deal before you joined.
I didn't sign him,
So, match day squad, you're setting up in a 4-2-2 formation.
Yeah, we're very good going forward. So
it's a scary team.
Yeah, it is a scary team. Yeah, so hopefully they're going to do the business for me in one season. That'd be brilliant for me.
Yeah,
it's going to be hard, but they're good enough going forward to score a few goals and upset a few teams. So fingers crossed for this.
You haven't got European football, interestingly. They've had a bad season in terms of last year, which is why they sacked their manager. An underperforming season. They've got the likes of Nuno Gomez up front and Toldo at the back, which we already mentioned. But they've also got Kim Karlstrom, who's a decent midfielder, 20 years of age.
Yeah.
And also Chiesa's dad, Enrico.
Yeah.
Which is always quite funny to say, isn't it? But he was a quality player.
Yeah, definitely. Good
arguably
finisher.
better than his son, to be honest. Very good player. Petkoff on the wing, again. Good option down that left wing. Very good tackler of the ball. On last year's game, you would be putting him as a defensive winger.
Yes.
Look at that. Unbelievable player. But some good options from the bench as well. Dietmar Hamann from Liverpool.
He was a good centre-back, wasn't he?
Centre mid, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you meant.
Sorry, yeah, did you? Defensive midfielder.
Yeah. He's in there. There's some good players, though, in this team. How have you started the season, though? We've got a loss to Parma, but 2 big wins against Atalanta and Salernitana.
Yeah.
And you're through the next round of the Cup against Cremonense, which you'd expect to do. But some big goals being scored. I mean, Parma is a 1-0, which is disappointing.
I'm disappointed because it was my home game as well. That's what made it even worse. I won away, 5-1 both games, and when I play at home, rubbish.
Yeah.
So,
Nuno Gomez got himself a hat-trick against Salernitana. But, I mean, this Parma team, Alberto Malassani is the manager. They have got some phenomenal players. Amoroso's up front, who I remember really well, that left-sided striker, really good. Of course, Cannavaro is also there. Fabio Cannavaro, future Ballon d'Or winner.
Yeah.
Just 5'9", but unbelievable.
He is, yeah.
Still a great defender.
I love their kits in this era as well.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
So good. They've got Alex on the left wing, which when we did a rebuild in this database, I signed, and he was phenomenal.
Yeah.
A great player. They've also got Gary Neville.
Yeah,
which you wouldn't expect to see there.
I think did I see Andy Cole there as well?
And Andy Cole on loan.
Andy or Andrew?
Andrew from Manchester United.
Yeah.
He is on loan there. So, yeah, I mean, what a team that they've got.
Gary Neville, though.
Stephen Appiah, they've got some great players.
Oh, well.
Peter Cech.
Yeah.
Peter Cech's there before he became good.
Yeah.
But I don't think they'll be playing him because they also have Gianluigi Buffon. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he's quite good.
I think I have.
Yeah. I know you're bad with names, but I think you remember that one.
Now I can see his face. Yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. Oh, you just know this guy.
One of the greatest goalkeepers of all time.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Phenomenal stuff. So there's no reason why you should be... I mean, Lilian Thuram, we're not even highlighting him. There's no reason why you should be upset with a 1-0 loss against them.
No, not
They're just
really.
that good.
Yeah.
I think people underestimate how good Parma's side was. So this Serie A is going to be a difficult one for you. They are the best league in the world, as you can see by ranking. Premier League in 3rd place there, behind the La Liga. It's before the Premier League really kicked off. But yeah, let's see if you can win another trophy this season, or if I finally set up my Chelsea side to dominate English football. The switch up in system for this season certainly benefited Mario Stanic, who from right wing back was chasing down Ruud van Nistelrooy as the season's top scorer. Our problem was that Michael Owen had already scored 27 Premier League goals in 27 games, and Liverpool were flying at the top of the league with us in third place, which was the same position as Dad's Fiorentina found themselves in the Serie A, while Parma and Roma lay ahead. He did, however, find himself out of the Coppa Italia in just the third round, after a 2-1 defeat to a very good Juventus side with goals from Luliano and Jardel. In the Champions League, I got through the 2 group stages with Chelsea against some tough opposition, but with Inter Milan coming up next, it was only going to get harder. But a 5-5 aggregate score actually put us through against Inter Milan on away goals, next to face Lazio, where we overcame them in the semi-final to win 5-3 on aggregate after an amazing 5-2 home leg victory. But that wasn't the only final we found ourselves in either, as we also defeated Manchester United 4-1 in the quarters and Everton in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Back in Italy though, Dad's season came to an end without a trophy, but certainly some progress and optimism for the future, as his Fiorentina side looked strong, finishing in third place, just 5 points behind champions Parma. And they had an incredibly strong finish, including a 6-4 win over AC Milan and a 4-0 win over Roma. The Premier League, however, went down to the final day of the season, and my Chelsea side put ourselves in contention with Arsenal on the final day, and Liverpool has Charlton at home. And somehow the results went our way, as Charlton held Liverpool to a 2-2 draw at Anfield, while we defeated Arsenal 4-2 at Stamford Bridge, meaning we finished on the same points. And we ended up winning the Premier League title on goal difference, with 1 down and the FA Cup and the Champions League final to go. In the FA Cup, we faced a Newcastle side who did manage to score right on half-time to even it up 1-1. But we came out in the second half on the attack and scored 2 more to claim the domestic double. So with 2 down, the treble was now on if we could defeat Bayern Munich in the Champions League. But it was a very tight match with just 1 goal and 1 man of the match later from Oliver Kahn. Oh, so close to a treble.
That done me a big favour. Thank you, Bayern Munich.
Oliver Kahn, man of the match performance after saving 13 shots. This Chelsea side, very unlucky. Almost going all the way. And now I'm going to be sad because I have to leave this Chelsea side. Because we've had an unbelievable season. Winning the FA Cup, winning the Premier League on the final day, on goal difference against the Liverpool side who flumped it against Charlton.
Oh, they let me down.
2-0 down as well.
Oh, they let me down so badly.
Even though Michael Owen scored 34 goals this season and was the league's top scorer, Michael Bridges was behind him. I had Ruud van Nistelrooy with 23. Stanic, though, right wing back, 18. 18 goals from right wing back. Phenomenal stuff. Really is. So that's 2 more trophies to get to add to my Glory Hunter cabinet. Nearly a third as well. But I am, again, very sad to be leaving this side. Ruud van Nistelrooy, 39 goals across the season. Wherever I go, I might have to try and pick him up. That's a sure thing. But Mario Stanic, I mean, he might be somebody... If I go to somewhere where I think I could play wing-backs, 31 goals and 22 assists from wing-back. That's class. Ooh. That is so good. I don't remember him being that good in the Premier League, but
50 million.
Yeah, 50 million.
This could be a 50 million well spent, really, couldn't it? For 1 or 2 seasons.
Jimmy Floyd Asbank and Ariel Ortega also got 21 goals each as well. Tore Andre Flo got 18 off the bench. Ricardinho did all right as well. But Zé Roberto from wing-back, 27 assists. Again, phenomenal talent that we've got there. So, are we leaving Chelsea? But where will I go next? That's the big question. Now, Dad, your Fiorentina side... didn't win any trophies.
No.
Positive end of the season, though. You won a lot of games towards the back end of the season, beating the likes of Roma 4-0, whatever it was. Only 2 points behind them, but 5 points behind Parma, who we mentioned.
Which was the team that beat me at the beginning of the season,
Very good.
Yeah, they were very good.
We do have, though, Enrico Chiesa as the league's top scorer. So he's done very well. And right behind him was Nuno Gomez. Yeah. Goals was not a problem for you.
No, I mean, I did say that. I'd be confident going forward. So knows what I'll be looking at next. My defence, definitely. So see what happens there. But I'm pleased with the season because it means I'm close.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed I can get a few good signings. If they back me with the transfer fees and all that, sort of like budget, and I might be in with a chance then.
Yeah, it was an early exit in the Coppa Italia, the third round. Parma went on to win that as well, so they've won the domestic double.
Yeah, that goes to show how good they are this season.
Yeah, but the side that you had, again, the goals was unbelievable. 29, 28, and 23 from Petkov, Gomez, and Chiesa.
I mean, Petkov, 23 goals, 20 assists. Absolutely brilliant.
From the left wing, brilliant.
Yeah.
Benito, who's from the right wing, got 12 and 19. So
yeah,
he
so
had
it's
a
really
good
good. So,
season too.
like I said, going forward, I was really good.
Yeah, it's just the back where you need to maybe fix things up.
Yeah, sort of have a look at that now and sort of see what I can sort of tinker with.
Yeah. Well, you've got £26 million at the minute, which is not a lot.
It's not a lot, but there's still a few players I feel I can sell in this squad to sort of boost that up a bit.
Yeah. Well, I'll be looking at new clubs to join. And right now, if we're looking at jobs available, I might be joining you in Italy. As there's two whopping clubs there.
Oh, dear.
Juventus and Lazio, who
and
finished 5th and 6th.
Finances are very good as well. Look.
The finances do look quite good. I mean, transfer budgets, if we're looking at Juventus, £253 million, thanks to the Mr. Teeny skin, that we can see that. And Lazio, they only have 139. So one has a lot bigger than the other, but two very interesting
It's interesting
clubs.
to see on there as well, but Man United are available as well, and they finished 4th.
Yeah. So they've just sacked their manager.
Ooh, I don't know what to do now. Do I jump ship
Do you
quickly
jump?
and go?
I mean, they don't have necessarily the best strike force. They only have Andrei Shevchenko.
No, that's what I'm looking at. When I seen him there, I
In his
thought, oh, hello.
prime.
And Ryan Giggs there as well.
Yeah.
To supply him.
David Beckham is still knocking around. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is still knocking around. Dwight York. You can see why they loaned out Andy Cole now.
Yeah.
But yeah, unbelievable players. Roy Keane is still there. Kaká, they have Kaká. Yeah.
21 Kaká. Oh.
Tempting, very tempting,
It is tempting,
to go.
it is, yeah.
All right then, well, let's see what happens this summer. I'll be definitely moving club, but maybe Dad will too. Let's find out. So going into season number 4, I have now won 5 trophies so far, but where will I go next? Well, first off, it's time to resign from my post at Chelsea after 2 very successful years here. And after applying for a couple of Italian sides, both Lazio and Juventus offered me an interview on the same day. Lazio was straight in to offer me the job, but I delayed it in anticipation of the Juventus role. Either way, I would be going to a club with multiple world-class players in their side, as Lazio found themselves full of top-class talents in every position on the pitch. However, this Juventus side had something a little extra that I felt like I couldn't turn down, and so I accepted their offer instead. They also had world-class players in pretty much every area on the field, but their side was slightly younger and suited my ideal tactical plan for season 4. Plus, they had Zinedine Zidane, who I really wanted to manage. I also had to be smart in the transfer window though, because Dad was improving his Fiorentina side and splashing over £100 million on a certain player. Alright Dad, you stuck with Fiorentina.
Yeah, I mean, I just felt I was building a good side. They are good going forward. As you can see from the screen, I've sold a lot of players, got a lot of money in, and I'm only concentrating on my defence, really, defence and midfield. So it was like toss of a coin. And I turned down the Man United. Well, I didn't turn the Man United. I didn't go for the Man United job.
For it.
No, I wanted to stay where I was. I think I've got 1 or 2 seasons to have a real good go at it, and I'm building a good side.
All right, well, £151 million on the transfers out. Materazzi being £39 million, Benito £30 million. But the big signing, you mentioned obviously you had to fix your defence.
Yeah.
Your big signing was your strike force.
Yeah.
Because Javier Saviola, because you were lacking goals last year, of course.
Yeah, I was, yeah.
From Deportivo La Coruña, £101 million. But it is Saviola with 20 acceleration, 20 agility, 19 pace, 20 off the ball.
When I had so much money, I just looked at it and I thought, shall I just improve my strike force and just try and make it a little bit better? I've got 3 world-class strikers now.
He's a step above.
Yeah.
Both Nuno
That's
Gomez
right, yeah.
and Chiesa.
So if this guy gets injuries, I know I've still got a really good players to come in his place. So
and
I think
if you're struggling
21.
for a left wing back, he's your man.
Yeah.
Apparently.
He's only 21, so I know he's going to be good for a few seasons yet as well.
Yeah, he can still improve technically.
Yeah.
But the defence, you've got 3 players who have come into that defence. You've got Christian Kivu for £40 million.
Yeah.
So left-sided centre-back
left-sided.
who can also play left-back.
Yeah.
So he's coming in from Liverpool, £40 million. Jonathan Woodgate, I don't know. 45 million?
I rated him. back in the time. I thought he was a really good sort of centre back. So yeah, I've got this guy in as well. He can. I mean, he did go to Real Madrid.
He did, yeah. He had a
so
great debut.
They must. Yeah, he did, didn't he? I remember that now. Yeah.
Own goal on a record.
Yeah. It's weird. Sometimes that happens, isn't it, to foreign players? Yeah. But yeah, I mean, they must have rated him, and I do rate him. So yeah.
And then we've got Dimitris. What can you pronounce that last name for me? Sorry.
Come on, Dimitris is fine, isn't it? Elferasopoulos, something like that, anyway, isn't it?
Close.
Elfie.
He's a Greek goalkeeper.
Yes.
Now, I thought with Toto in goal, you wouldn't need a goalkeeper. But
no, I looked at that, and my reserve keeper wasn't that good, so I had a chance of getting this guy in. He's a good keeper. I'll let them fight it out between them.
All right. Okay.
I wanted to go for the obvious. He's Italian. We've spoke about him earlier, but it was just too much money for me to buy Buffon.
Yeah. Daniele De Rossi, though, comes in. £9.5 million as a good option for the future.
Yeah.
You've made him available for the under-20s. I mean, we know De Rossi turns into an unbelievable player.
Yeah.
You take him away from his sacred Roma, though.
Yeah, did you?
Before he's even played. Yeah. Which is a shame.
He couldn't jump ship quick enough, I'll tell you now.
Oh, yeah. So there we go. So those were your signings. Now, you set the team up differently to last year, which did surprise me slightly because of how well you actually did. But it's not changing too much up front. You've still got the two wingers, and you've still got Saviola and Nuno Gomez. And if we do the best 11 pick, Petre goes in that right-hand side, who, again, is a quality player. Petkov, Saviola, Gomez, Petre in your front four.
Yeah, I've just made him a bit more defensive, really. That's what I'm trying to do. Even when I'm going forward, I've still got the defensive midfielder sat there. I just want to make it a little bit sort of stronger at the back. I know I'm going to score goals. I know I'm going to be there or thereabouts. I've got to stop the goals from going in.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to try and do. I've got a better goalkeeper, better centre-backs. Hopefully that'll do it for me.
All right, well, my Juve side, with the likes of Zinedine Zidane, etc., still had some money there. So only £15 million out. They had a massive budget.
Yeah.
Huge budget. By the way, I sold Igor Tudor. I thought you'd enjoy that one. The Spurs manager who's just been sacked. Yeah. Thought you'd enjoy that one. As soon as I seen him in my team, I thought, let's get him out of
Looking at it now, he wasn't even a good player, was he?
What chance did he stand?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, he left the club. But £192 million on the ins. We spoke about two of these players already. One of them being Fabio Cannavaro, £123 million for the best centre-back potentially in the world. I had to bring him in from the champions, who, by the way, this is an interesting little bit of thing, changed their manager. Oh, what happened there? Let's have a look, shall we? Where did Malasani go to? Chelsea.
The merry-go-round.
Yeah. So he's completed his glory hunter in Italy, and he's off to do it in Chelsea now. So that's what he's doing. So the manager merry-go-round has continued. Speaking of which, he then sold me Mario Stanic. So we've got a nice little link going on here.
Oh, you're after the goals again,
yes. I couldn't resist. I could not resist. I thought straight away, got to bring him in. It was either him or Ruud van Nistelrooy, and I was looking at this strike force that I've already got, and I thought, no, don't need Ruud yet. Stanic is what I need. But then we also needed a winger, and we couldn't afford one that was as good to beat the players in my first 11. So we brought in a youngster in Ian Robben, who already is phenomenal.
How old is he? 19.
19 years of age. We got him from Groningen. Weirdly on this, he didn't play right wing, which is obviously what he is absolutely known for in real life. Cutting inside on that left foot and bending one into the top corner.
He's one of those players that no one liked him because he was so good.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't stand him when he played for Chelsea. When he moved to Bayern Munich, you could appreciate him.
Yeah.
But when he was at Chelsea, I hated him. Yeah, Same as Drogba,
a lot of players. A lot of people did, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, I did. I must admit, I hated him as well.
Yeah.
He had that arrogance about him as well, didn't he, really?
I used to hate watching players defend against him. Like, you know where he's going.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
He's going to cut in on his left foot
he just
every time.
drops that shoulder, didn't he? And the defender's gone, and then he goes.
But there he is. We've got him in our lineup. Apparently, he's a left winger or an attacking midfielder. So that is what we're setting up with is a 4-2-3-1. Zidane in behind, David Trezeguet. unbelievable. He's only 25 on this as well. But we've got some great players. Jardel's there. I could have gone 2 up front if I wanted to, Jardel. But backup strikers after that was a little bit weak. We did have Del Piero. He's just nowhere near as good in that number 10. So we've got the one number 10. Gallardo on the left, who can rotate with the likes of Iron Robin, Zidane. Stanic on the right with Zambrotta, who can play sort of in that attacking wing-back role as well. So I'm actually just going to not let them not lock one in and let them fight it out.
Yeah, fight it out, yeah.
Van Bommel and Mozart, in midfield, quite good. Montero, Cannavaro, Placente at the back with Carini, who I've never heard of before. Looks like a good Uruguayan goalkeeper, so I didn't need to change my goalkeeper this year, which was kind of nice. Some good players in here. Antonio Conte's on the bench.
Very good team.
As an option.
So he was a manager at Spurs I did like.
Yeah.
His record wasn't that good, but I did like him there.
Yeah. So there's a couple of players here that definitely we can improve in the future. But right now, I'm excited to see what we can do with this Juve side. And we've started quite well as well, because the start of the season was a nice... Well, actually, we lost to Inter Milan, even though they had 10 men, which was a bad one. Fiore and Cordoba got himself sent off. But then we beat Bari 4-0. We then beat Torino 4-2, which is local rivals, of course. We got through, well, we will do. It's the third round, second leg to play, but we're 7-1 up. But we drew 3-3 with Lazio, the team I turned down.
I'd be looking at that, and I'd be worried if I was you, because the two big teams, you've only got 1 point from.
Yeah,
the rest of the teams you think you should beat, Bari and Torino, you have beat comfortably.
Yeah.
So, for the team that you've got, I'd be a bit worried.
All right, well, Salah scored in the 85th minute and 75th. We were 3-1 up against Lazio, and we threw it away as well, which is annoying. Let's have a look at your fixtures, Dad. You just spoke big words there.
I know.
But you can back it up. You beat AEK, which means you will be going through to the Champions League. Look who you've got in your group, by the way. Chelsea.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's hilarious. We'll see how you do against them. Roma, first day of the season, 91st minute equaliser from Saviola, so he's paid his wages back.
Yep, definitely.
Not 100-odd million pound
yet.
Yeah, but Roma were 2-0 up. Aymar and Batistuta pulled it back.
2 late goals. Pleased with that.
4-0 against Genoa. Good stuff. 3-0 against Udinese.
That's a cracking result.
3-0 against Parma.
That is a cracking result.
Is that a sign of things to come? Parma lose their manager, lose their defender.
Yeah. You bought their best defender as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Could be.
It's a good result, but the other teams I would expect to beat
belong to 2-1. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Even Jonathan Woodgate's getting on the score sheet.
There you go, see.
So you're in the Champions League, I'm in the UEFA Cup, which is annoying for me because I've already won that one.
Yes.
So it means nothing to me. But the Champions League is obviously a competition which neither of us have won. In terms of the Serie A as well, if you're really looking at it, the clubs that are around us, Inter Milan have started really well. They haven't conceded a goal in 5 games. Now,
that's the team that beat you, so
yeah, this is a team
good then, aren't they?
with Marcelo Lippi, who have not done very well so far. Last season they were nowhere near the top. They were underneath you. They've got Vieri up front, who's got 9 goals already.
I liked him.
Yeah, Robbie Keane, who's got a goal off the bench.
One of my legends for favourites. Yeah,
met him at the airport. Lovely bloke.
They've
also got Dirk Kuyt there, which I didn't like. He was a Liverpool player.
Wayne Bridge.
Yeah, but they have got R9. There he is.
Here he is.
He has played 5 games so far, hasn't scored a goal. That's weird. What is happening there?
Yeah, that's not right, is it?
Maybe he's been playing at the back. I don't know.
That's worrying, because if he hasn't scored a goal yet, what's going to happen when he does start scoring?
Yeah, and you've got him coming up.
Yeah, I know. He's got to score.
He will score.
Isn't he?
So they've got a great team, and they are currently flying at the top of the league.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing they might be a team for us to beat. So let's see what happens in season number 4. Unfortunately, in the league, nobody could quite touch the quality that Inter Milan provided this season, with prime R9 in huge form. And Marcelo Lippi's side were opening up a gap on both Dad and I as the season closed into the final few months, only losing 1 game so far. It was the Italian Cup where things were getting interesting though, as both of us had made the semi-final and could face each other in the final. Dad's side had done really well in the Champions League too, topping the group, beating my old Chelsea side, who is now managed by Alberto Malesani, and before they get in for a group, with Liverpool and Barcelona. However, like me last season, the German giant stood in Dad's way in the quarter-finals this time and stopped him from going any further. He did progress through to the Coppa Italia final though, with a massive win over Roma in the second leg, beating them 7-2. Where I'll be there to face him after my 6-4 aggregate victory over AC Milan in my semi-final, gearing up to a huge climactic final in Season 4 for a trophy to add to our Glory Hunter cabinets. And despite beating Dad on the final day of the league campaign, neither of us were close to the champions Inter Milan, who walked to the league title. But I was winning a trophy either way, just one that I've already claimed for Glory Hunter, as I pick up yet another UEFA Cup. But the big one we both wanted was the Coppa Italia, and with my recent victory over Dad, I felt confident going into the match. But he had a trick up his sleeve or two, and his strike force of Nuno Gomez and Javier Saviola caused my defence big problems, as Dad's side wins the Coppa Italia with a 2-0 victory. Oh, that's great for you.
Come on.
Great for you.
That's the first one in the bag.
The two strikers scoring the goals
Yes.
as well, Saviola and Nuno Gomez getting on the score sheet.
Couldn't have been a better result coming up against you.
So frustrating.
I needed that to stop you from winning it, though, really.
Yeah.
I didn't want you to get too far away from me, so that's just pulled one back. Got
Yeah.
one trophy in the bag.
I mean, I'm kind of trophyless this season.
Yes,
this
I'm lucky
season,
there,
despite
really.
winning the UEFA Cup, which is a trophy I've already won. Annoyingly, normally we're like, "Oh, that's the hardest one to win." I've won it twice already. They had Luis Saha up front, funny enough.
Yeah.
So I loved Luis Saha, but Espanyol defeated them 4-1 in the final. But it's the league campaign that, I mean, no surprises really. Who did win it? We mentioned how good they were. They walked it, 12 points clear of us.
I mean, you're saying they walked it. You only lost 2 games as well.
Yeah, but I drew 6 more.
That's the problem.
And they
Yeah.
got 94 points in only 34 games.
Yeah.
That could
it's-
win you Premier Leagues.
It's
with
brilliant.
38.
It's brilliant, but you were close to them, so I'm worried for that, to be honest with seeing that. Where did I finish? 5th.
Because last
I lost
season,
6 games.
this is last season, 82 points.
Yeah.
This season,
12
82 points is what I finished on in second, and I was
And
still
you're
12 points
way
behind.
them, yeah.
You were third place, just behind me, but I beat you on the final day of the season.
Yeah, so that's those points there.
If
really.
you win that, you go second place.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a good season for both of us. I'm pleased with my season with winning the cup as well. Scored a lot of goals. The top 3 teams scored a hell of a lot of goals. Look.
Yeah, over 100 goals each.
Inter Milan only conceding 11 goals. That's why they're the champions.
Absolutely mental.
It is, isn't it? 34 games.
Inter Milan only
11
conceding
goals.
11 goals is disgusting.
We got to buy their defenders.
We should. That should be our plan for next
Buy
season.
their defenders.
Goals-wise, we didn't really have a problem. They obviously didn't either. But Saviola was the league's top scorer. Coming
Pleased.
in, there's his price tag.
Yeah, pleased with that.
£36 million.
You were all looking at it thinking, why the hell's he playing all that money on a striker? There you go, that's why.
Yeah. Salas at Lazio. I mean, he's a phenomenal player as well.
Yeah.
You're looking at the pace and acceleration, etc. 34 goals from him. Nicola Amoruso, who's at Napoli, had a good season as well. Then you got Trezeguet and Ronaldo, who didn't score in his first 5 games.
There we go.
Still finished above Christian Vieri, who'd scored 9 in 7.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So R9 did come back with goals in the
there
end.
you go. That's what minutes by goal 112. So it goes to show that that's why they won the league.
Yeah.
He kicked into form. When he wasn't on form, someone else was for them.
Yeah, if you go and buy minutes per goal, Del Piero tops it. He got 8 goals. He played 21 games, but he scored 1 goal just over an hour.
Over an hour, yeah.
And there was
good.
actually 2 Juve players in there. Obviously, Trezeguet was close, but obviously Jardel, who came off the bench quite a lot, got 13 goals. Del Piero got 8. But yeah, what an interesting season. My first season, your second in Italy. 35 goals for David Trezeguet. Zidane is there with 20 and 12, so that's really good. I've enjoyed having Zidane. That's been quite nice, even though he can't
Anybody
finish on here. Stanic, 15 and 17. Didn't let me down. Didn't let me down.
Worth every penny you spent for him, minute.
Exactly. And Zambrotta, who he traded places with quite a lot, 22 assists with 8 goals. So they both did quite well. Gallardo, I'm a little bit disappointed with.
Yeah.
12 and 17 from the left. He obviously had free reign on that left-hand side. Iron Robin was more of a bench player, as you can see. He made 16 starts, but 23 off the bench. He got 6 and 8. He looks quite good.
So that's all right, because his time's going to come in it, you know?
Yeah, he's 20 years of age. Look at the development already. He looks phenomenal. So, yeah, it's some options in there. And they've given us some money, too, for next year. £108 million to spend. So,
I'm in trouble here, like.
yeah, I don't know what I'm going to spend that on. However, Dad, if we're looking at your side, there are obviously some huge developments in terms of the defensive side of the game that you had this year, but there's no denying that still your biggest strength was going forward.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I mean, what's that? 100 goals. 101 goals off 2 players.
Phenomenal. Absolutely incredible.
Couldn't ask for better, could I?
So Saviola got 55 in just 51 games, 46 in 44 starts for Nuno Gomez. So they both absolutely love their time there. Chiesa, 32 assists. And he's not exactly doing very well in terms of the ability anymore. He's 33 years of age. He's lost all his pace and acceleration. He's at home with Federico. You know, he's
all right.
He's putting on the dad bod. He's doing Project Messi, is what I'm currently calling with my kids at the minute. Every time I go at the field, right? Project Messi, Project Messi. Kim Karlström's done quite well as well. Petre coming into the side, getting 19 assists, as is Petkov.
Yeah,
but
not bad.
£76 million.
Really pleased with that.
Yeah.
Because obviously I think there's still a few players I could sort of like zone out really and get a few in. But there's a couple of players I've got in my mind, I think.
Yeah. However, this, of course, is Glory Hunter. We're going to add a trophy to Dad's Glory Hunter cabinet. We would be remiss if we didn't check the jobs available right now. Now, jobs available right now doesn't exactly look that appealing. We got Espanyol, who had just beaten the final there. Malaga, Manchester City would usually be like getting Glory Hunter. Here we go.
Yeah.
No, not this Manchester City.
The Glasson was rich.
They're only 13th place. They do not have a very good team. They do have Kesman, who is world class.
Yeah.
And dirt cheap too.
I was going to say, if I was looking for a striker now, that's where I'd be going, but I'm not looking for a striker.
Definitely where you need a strength from right now is up front.
He looks good though, doesn't he?
Yeah, Kesman is there, but not necessarily a club that you would be wanting to go for right now. Insecure though, both Parma and Lazio.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
So there's some big clubs that could potentially come up if they do sack the manager. That might be interesting. So make sure you are subscribed so you do not miss the next Retro Glory Hunter. But right now, we've got to add a trophy to Dad's Retro Glory Hunter cabinet. So Dad's side picks up a big win this season, defeating me in the final to keep things close, adding his 3rd trophy, and the race to complete the Retro Glory Hunter continues. Dan, Trezeguet, and many other amazing talents, but we still both finished behind R9's Inter Milan in the Serie A. However, Dad did an amazing job defeating me 2-0 in the Italian Cup final, keeping the trophy cabinets rather close, as he now has 3 trophies won so far, while I'm still in the lead with 5. So season 5 preparations were underway, and I successfully brought in a world-class midfielder and goalkeeper for this season. While Dad was forced to bring in a goalkeeper for himself, but as Dad always does, he signed 2 Arsenal players as well. Dad, both of us had goalkeeper transfer drama.
Issues,
this summer. Well, you had issues, I didn't. You had Demetrius leave for £23 million.
Release clause, I think it was,
So going to Valencia.
Yeah, just went.
But replaced him
dropped me right in it.
With Sereni. Italian?
It was Italian, which helped me out again with the squad-wise. Don't think he's probably almost... He's probably a bit better, but... I wouldn't have changed my keeper that way if I didn't have to. So I've got to be happy with it. He's Italian, so it doesn't affect the squad wise.
Yeah,
and he, like I say, he's not bad.
Yeah, he's a good goalkeeper. The other players that came through though, you've got 2 more Italians, 2 Arsenal players. You love signing Arsenal players, don't you? Takenardi from Arsenal, he was obviously at Juve to begin with, as you can see there. He is a centre defensive midfielder.
Very good one as well.
Yeah, not good acceleration or agility, but solid in terms of.
I'm just going to tell him to just stay in there and just don't be moving around. Just win that ball back and give it to the nearest person. That's my.
Well, he's got 19 for passing.
Well, there you go. That's what I mean. Give it to the nearest person.
Silvinho at left wing back is a little bit mobile in terms of his physical attributes.
He's a good player as well.
Yeah, he's really good, isn't he?
Yeah.
Fantastic left wing back there. Then you've also got Massimo Ambrosini from AC Milan, £58 million. There's a even better centre defence midfielder.
I'm just sort of strengthening the actual midfield up as well, really. So hopefully it'll help me do something this season. I need to start winning trophies again.
Yeah, so your 4-2-2, you've got obviously that deadly strike force of Nuno Gomez and Saviola up there.
They don't let me down, are they?
Ambrosini now goes into the midfield, as does Silvinho and, of course, Sereni.
Yeah. So the three of the signings I got out are straight into the first team. So makes the squad stronger, better team, better starting 11. So
yeah,
I'm happy with that. Hopefully
right.
I can do something this season.
Well, as we say, I also had goalkeeping transfer drama because I thought, well, Oliver Kahn has wronged me in the Champions League final, so I'm going to sign him. £22 million. He's still only 35 years old. And unbelievable.
Natural fitness 20.
Yeah.
Strength 17. He got it all still, hasn't he?
He's got so many 20s in there.
Yeah.
So I think it's worth the money that I paid for him.
He was a big character, isn't he?
Gosh, yeah. It's a very scary man.
Yeah, he was.
But yeah, we signed him, even though, of course, we do have a very good goalkeeper already in the Uruguayan that we had in Carini. He's great. And any other day, world-class goalkeeper. But I had £20 million spare, and Oliver Kahn's available. It's a no-brainer, isn't it? £22 million for Oliver Kahn is pretty crazy. So, having a look at that, we've got two other players who have come in. Juninho being one of them, £5 million. He could hit a free kick, can he? 20 free kick taken. He's not going to be a starting player for us, though. But he can play in a number of different positions that we are using. So that's the reason why we went for him for just £5 million. I think that's a bargain. And then Clarence Seedorf, one of this generation's best centre midfielders.
Yeah. 100%.
Playing in that centre midfield for us.
In his prime as well, 28. So, yeah he looks good, doesn't he?
Obviously,
good.
You can see he's got an Inter Milan shirt there, but he had moved from Inter to Liverpool for just 32 million, and then we paid 78 after a very good season for them. So I'm happy with that. The players on the outs, Rigobert Song went for £8 million and Enzo Maresca for 17, but of course we replaced him quite well. We also lost Antonio Conte, who went on a free transfer. A lot of these are just leaving because we don't play them as much. But yeah, a lot of them have gone out for that reason. Now, tactically for me, very similar to what we were setting up with last season, but dropping back from the centre attacking midfield into centre midfield with two attacking midfielders. Stanic, I want him playing that advanced wing back this season. Zambrotta and him was swapping. I want to just keep Zambrotta in that wide forward role instead, because best 11 pick swaps those two around.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of happy to switch them around, and then I'd be sort of set with what we already have there. Our midfield of Van Bommel, Seedorf and Zidane. Trezeguet up front. Gallardo and Robben from the left.
Frightening.
Yeah. Cannavaro, Montero. Luliano is in there. Oliver Kahn in goal. Come on. This is a good team.
I'm worried.
This is a very good team now. So, fixtures for me. We've both started the season quite well. However, that Inter Milan side is back again in their prime. Marcelo Lippi's side with Christian Vieri, R9, Ronaldo. They are going to be some team to beat. Unfortunately, they absolutely demolished me 3-0 this season. So, not great. We did beat Roma 3-1 though. Another good side here. They were down to 10. We were down to 10 men, but we still managed to do it. Zidane with the opener there, and then Genoa 6-0. But we have beaten you, Dad, 3-2.
Yeah, that's a bad result for me. Oh, really bad result. So, well, I was going to take it on the chin, and it's a away game for me. Yeah. So, yeah.
I kept Saviola quiet. I think that's what I managed to do there.
Yeah,
we were 3-1 up, and then Nuno Gomez got one back, but it wasn't good enough. Looking at the fixtures for yourself, Dad, outside of that loss, you had a great start.
Yeah, I mean, they beat Parma.
Away from home.
They were a good side, so whether they're that good now, but then 4-0, 4-3, 0-1. So yeah, that's AC Milan away from home. That's another good result, I feel.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm disappointed at losing against you, but I got a really hard game next, Lazio next game as well. So.
Yeah. In terms of the Champions League, we're both still vying for that Champions League. You've got the first group is Werder Bremen, Real Madrid, and Monaco.
It's not an easy group.
No, not at all. Whereas if we're looking at mine, I think mine's slightly easier. Spartak Moscow, Anderlecht, and Chelsea, my old team, my former side Chelsea. Got to face them with still Alberto Malesani, who I wonder who won. So Man United won the league after I left. last season. So they've ended up going out under Hector Kuiper, the Argentinian manager. So they didn't manage to win the league last year, Chelsea, after I left, but they've got a good manager who does know how to do that, and they've got Edgar Davids, Ruud van Nistelrooy still around. So
Edgar Davids, what a player.
Going to be hard to face them, unfortunately, this season. So, Glory Hunter. Last year, I didn't add a trophy. You did, beating me in that cup final. It's going to make for an interesting time as we're both in Italy trying to get that Italian Serie A title, the Scudetto, while I still also need to go for the Coppa Italia. With my old Chelsea side causing me trouble in the UEFA Champions League, beating me in the away fixture 3-2 and drawing 1-1 at home, the Champions League was rather difficult. But it was even worse for Dad, who in a group that he really should have been progressing through, he dropped into third place and in the UEFA Cup. He did get his own back against me in the league as his Fiorentina side defeated my Juve side 2-0 in Florence, which actually put his side above mine in the Serie A and prevented me from going top of the league. Things then got worse for me as we then faced each other in Turin for the quarterfinals of the Coppa Italia, which Dad defeated me again 2-1, knocking me out. Dad then went on a bit of a run with his Fiorentina side in the UEFA Cup. His league form suffered across the next 2 months, but he was beating Parma 2-0 in the round of 16, Lazio 3-2 in the quarterfinals, and Liverpool 7-6 on aggregate in the semi-final to reach the final. In the league, I had managed to claw back some points and with just 2 games to go, sit just a point behind leaders Roma. And the Serie A was the only thing I had left to play for as Barcelona then knocked me out of the Champions League in the quarterfinals. And unfortunately, a loss to Atalanta in the penultimate fixture means we also drop out of the title race. Finishing in third place as Inter Milan then take second, while Dad is finishing in fourth, but with a UEFA Cup final to play. Borussia Dortmund of Germany were Dad's final opponents as they took the lead in the first half through Michael Ballack's long-range effort. But Dad's Fiorentina side didn't take long before they brought the tie back level, thanks to Petkov getting the rebound, leaving the match to go to extra time and penalties. Everyone in the shootout kept their nerve for a while up until the back end when lesser-known penalty takers began stepping up. And that's when Dortmund's Hartmann had his penalty saved by keeper Sereni. Oh, Dad, it's another trophy for Fiorentina.
Oh,
I'm getting a little bit worried now, I must admit.
I'm pleased with that. That's that one out of the way as well then, really. So I think that really that's 2 hard ones I've won. The Italian Cup is always an hard one to win. And to get that one done and just did as well. The UEFA Cup.
My guard wasn't up with this because you were in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Again, I completely forget you can qualify for it now.
I was in an hard group. I did say it was an hard group, but it done me a favour by not qualifying.
Yeah.
Dropped me into the UEFA Cup and bang, I've done it.
Borussia Dortmund in the final as well, so big win. But yeah, in the league, I mean, it's still disappointing for us. Roma come out of nowhere, won the league. I mean, we say come out of nowhere. They've got an unbelievable side. If you look at the likes of Montella, I mean, Jesus Christ.
Almighty.
Nakata is another one. They've even got a very old still, but still amazing, Gabriel Batistuta, who's 36 years of age and still incredible. Managed by Arsene Wenger. So it's one of those things. You just don't anticipate it, and they come and go and win the whole thing. 85 points.
Yeah, I mean, we're close, aren't we? I mean, 5 points is a little bit closer than what we have been. Still disappointed though, really. I've only lost 6 games, scored 113 goals. I mean, when you look at the teams above me, has not scored that, nowhere near with the amount of goals that I've scored.
Yeah,
I should be thereabouts, but I'm not. I'm away. But I'm gonna take it as a positive. I've won the UEFA Cup. That's another trophy for the cabinet for me. So yeah, I'm happy.
I think the biggest thing from this, I'm surprised you didn't pick up on this. 34 games we played. Lazio finishing 5th. They only conceded 17.
I didn't see it. That's why. Yeah.
That's crazy, isn't it? Finishing in 5th place. You only and they scored the second highest.
Yeah.
That's mental.
They must be absolutely gutted.
Yeah. That's
only
weird,
losing
isn't
3
it?
games, same as what Roma did as
the
well.
The best goal difference in the league.
Yeah.
Finishing in 5th place. Very rare you see something like that happen.
Yeah.
Because they also have Marcelo Salas, and if you're looking at the goals this year, he scored a lot of them.
Yeah, he did.
43
He's a good striker, isn't he?
in just 34 games.
Oh.
I mean, that is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Right behind him, though, 29 each.
Yeah, I'm pleased with my 2 up front.
Saviola.
They didn't let me down again, so they got me a trophy, so I'm chuffed to bits.
Yeah, UEFA Cup, not a bad one. I am disappointed, though. David Trezeguet only got 20 goals. I think he's better than that. But although I look at his attributes, though, and I think maybe Jardel could be in with a shout for next season.
Yeah.
certain attributes that Jardel has that maybe David Trezeguet doesn't, because there's positions in my head that I think I need to look at this year, because clearly this tactic isn't working. That's your tactic. Clearly my tactics isn't working, and I need something better. So I think it might be elsewhere that I look at that, because we didn't even get to a cup final. I mean, the Italian cup final was won by Roma, who've done the double over you. They beat you in extra time. You were down to 10 men. It's a trophy that you've already won, of course.
Yeah, I'm disappointed I didn't win it, but I didn't need it, so it's all right.
Yeah, but the Champions League, I actually progressed through and then unfortunately lost to finalists, Barcelona. But yeah, even the group stages, we just scraped through. We lost to Chelsea there.
Yeah,
we drew
to be
against
honest,
them.
that's where you had expected it to finish, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
We didn't do too bad, but the quarter-final exit to Barcelona was a tough one. It just meant that we had nothing really to play for when we knew we couldn't win the league in the end. So, never mind. We might have to go again next year, but it's another trophy that you can add to your cabinet. Let's have a look at the players, though. 30 goals for David Trezeguet. 30 isn't too bad when you look at it. Just not a lot in the league. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Stanic, considering we played him at right wing back, 13 goals to 12 assists.
Again, what's that? It's got to be about 3 seasons he haven't let you down.
Yeah. Getting a little bit old now. He's 33, and he's out for the next 3 to 5 months. Broke his lower leg. So...
that ain't good, is it?
No. Jardel, I think we might need to give him... Look how good he is. It's just the pace that's not as good as Del Piero. He might need to start next season. The amount of 20s in there, he might need to start. He's still got 13 goals and he only started 5 games.
Yeah, he could be dangerous.
Right, Seydou Sedan's not done too bad. Gallardo and Zambrotta's not done too bad in terms of assists. I'm Robin a little bit low, considering he started 33 games. Might need to find a better role for him, I imagine, because when he does play, he goes on the left. And right now, we're playing with like a playmaking winger because of how good Gallardo is at that. Oh, we changed it, didn't we, to an inside forward, which is the reason why I changed it was for Iron Robin. But, all right, we might need to look into that, get him more goals and maybe stick Iron Robin out on that left-hand side a little bit more. But I definitely think either a 2-striker formation or maybe even a 3 at the back might work if we get a good defender and sort of like have more options to get the ball in the box for Jardel or Trezeguet. We'll see for next year. But we've been given 161 million, so we might be able to do something like that.
Yeah.
There's a couple of players that
I mean, you look at it, you can get a really decent striker if you really wanted one, couldn't you?
Yeah.
For 100 there.
Yeah. Might even see if Saviola's free. Now, looking at your side, Dad, obviously you've done quite well. Got to 2 cup finals, won one of them, the one that you needed to win, but the league was a little bit disappointing, which is what you're trying to get.
Yeah,
in
that's
this
right.
division.
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed with that. But the boys up front let me down again. Sort of 80 odd goals again. So, yeah, pleased with that. I just don't know where I'm going to be looking. I mean, I don't know what my budget's going to be. I don't know where I'm going to be looking at. Sort of
only 47.
So you're not looking at a world-class player coming in, are you? Really?
No, unless you're picking them up from the South American leagues.
Yeah, I've got to sort of sell a few players to get a couple more. I mean, there's going to be a few players there down the bottom I could sell, probably who hasn't played a lot, and I could sort of like look at. I think really looking at possibly defence, really sort of like strengthening the squad.
Yeah,
defence really. I think I'm all right going forward. I'm scoring goals. It proves that I've scored the most goals of this season. So yeah, I've got to be looking at my defence and strengthening the squad, I think.
Well, in terms of Glory Hunter, we always look at the jobs because one could become available. None that's there right now. However, there are a few insecure clubs.
Yeah, there is. One of them I'm sort of like...
Lazio's a big one.
Yeah, that's the one I'm sort of like thinking... I know what sort of players they've got in that team, and they have got a good team there.
World-class team. Well, obviously, the league's top scorer in Marcelo Salas, who just scored 43 in the league alone. But they've also got Claudio Lopez, they've got Hernan Crespo, Veron, Nesta at the back.
They've got a really good side that you could sort of like just build, can you? But I mean,
only conceded 17 goals.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? So we know the defense is good. I don't know what the budget was going to be, but it's only insecure at the moment. It's not a job, is it? So it's something to sort of like just keep a little eye on.
Yeah,
just sort of like just checking on it.
All right, well, we've got to add a trophy to the Glory Hunter cabinet, and it goes to Dad, and it is the UEFA Cup. So Dad closing in within one trophy as he then adds the UEFA Cup to his retro glory hunter cabinet. However, it might also be the last season he has at Fiorentina, because the Lazio side is full of world-class talents and their job is currently available. It's far too tempting for Dad, who then applies for the role. And they clearly see the potential as well as after his 2 trophies in the last 2 seasons and bring him in for an interview in which he clearly nailed, as they then ask him to take over as their new manager. And while he was also walking into a very nice transfer budget, £80 million of it was because I had just signed one of Lazio's best defenders, while strengthening a number of positions on the pitch and giving starting minutes to Jardel. So Dad's got himself a few players in, but one thing's for sure, he's just took charge of one of the scariest attacking teams in the world. Well, Dad, the Lazio job did become available eventually.
Yes, it did, yeah, and it was too tempting. I had to go for it. So I took me out in there, and fortunately, they accepted.
Yeah, I looked at it and I was like, do I go for it too? But I think I've spent too long now at Juve to just jump ship. And I had already made a commitment to signing one of the Lazio players. And I was like, well, that's a bit silly, because as you can see down here, £80 million gone to Juve. Kevin Hoffman has signed.
I'm disappointed I've lost him. He's a really good left back, isn't he? So, I mean, I looked at it, really, they finished a place behind me. Their defence is really good, but he was part of that defence as well. But I just felt twinkle it a little bit, and it could be a really, really good chance for me to win this league, I feel.
Yeah.
I feel that probably they are a better squad than what I had already. So I just thought it was a no-brainer, really. I just chucked the hat in.
Yeah.
And I'm still, stays in this league, so it gives me a chance of still winning this league, and that's what I've gone for, really.
I mean, I had him at Chelsea, so I know what he's capable of, and I have changed system, and he was one of the reasons. Well, the reason why I signed him was because of that change of system. So obviously, it was a player that you had to replace.
Yes.
Now, if you're looking at some of these players here coming in, I mean, Cordoba for £63 million plays across the back line.
Yeah.
Very good player indeed. Only 29.
Plays in any one of those positions, so I think that was a good signing.
Juric was a signing that was already being done, so that wasn't you who made that deal. But Buffon...
Well, when I got in there, I just thought, right, they got a really good defence, but didn't think the keeper was that good there. So I went out on the best keeper, I felt.
Yeah.
He's Italian as well, which is helped
Gianluigi Buffon.
Yeah.
Sign Ambrosini from your former club.
Yes. He didn't let me down there, so I thought I'd use him again.
Yeah, he only just moved the season before that for 58. So
his back pocket's really happy. His
back
manager's
exactly.
really happy with
his
that.
His agent's buzzing with that.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
And Francesco Cocco.
Yeah, this was the, I think it's the left back I wanted to get in. Yeah, I think I sold Phil Neville to make up the money for this.
No.
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I did.
Phil Neville gone for 24 million.
I thought, well, if Inter Milan are going to give me 24 million for Phil Neville, I'm going to stitch them up a treat. So I did.
Unbelievable. So those are the players that you brought into the club. Now, the system that you're setting them up for is a 4-4-2, which I love.
Yeah.
Oh, big fan of that. It's
when you
based
looked at
off of your 4-4-2 that you're using for Man United, but switched around ever so slightly.
When I looked at this team, it had 4-4-2 written all over it. Then it's same as what you sort of played before. So I mean, with Varane in the middle. Oh,
Nedved. Look how good Nedved is on this game. He's 33, but still
that natural fitness of 19 as well. So he's going to be bombing up and down.
Claudio Lopez on the left.
This is what I mean. It was such a good side I was taking over.
Veron.
You know, if I'm not there or thereabouts at the end of the day, I'm going to be disappointed.
Yeah. Your strike force, of course, of Crespo and Salas. We know how good that is already.
I've had so many offers coming in for Crespo. It's unbelievable. And it just.
But you've only got Samuel Eto'o as your backup.
Yeah, that's right. And I've had a few offers for him coming in as well. So I was just knocking them back, sort of saying, no, not interested. So I've got a really, really good squad here.
Yeah.
So I'm quite confident, you know.
Yeah, Peruzzi was the goalkeeper that was already there.
Yeah,
I mean, a good goalkeeper.
He's a good keeper still. Yeah, I'm not going to knock
Buffon's
him, but Buffon is definitely better. Yeah, so it was for me. I felt I've made their defence better than what it was. Even though I lost the left back that you'd taken, I've still got a really good left back in there.
Yeah. All right. Well, start of the season. Let's have a look at it. We are both at the top of the league with the same amount of points.
Yeah.
You've lost.
I lost to
Phil
Neville's blue.
Phil Neville's into Milan. But they're outside of that.
Some good results then.
Yeah, 5-0, 4-0, 7-1,
which I expected
2-1.
to. But I'm disappointed really because Inter Milan was the only big side I played against and they beat me.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit worried.
Yeah. Well, right now, you don't have to worry too much because you're on the same points as the leaders, which is me. And I've made some big signings outside of Kevin Hoffland because I also spent the exact same money on an actual left-back because my plan is not to play Hoffland at left-back, but left-side centre-back. I'm going through at the back. Athiason is who I'm going to be playing at left-back. And you can see why I spent £80 million on this guy.
Yeah.
I've never heard of him, but as an attacking left wing-back, holy
really
Christ,
good. Yeah.
how good is he? Only really lacks in like flair, really, I'd want for a...
He knows how to finish as well, doesn't he? By the looks of
Yeah.
it.
Also,
you can stick him up front.
Long throws, free kicks, penalties. Like, he's unbelievable. He's only 28 as well. £80 million from Liverpool. So, big signing that was. We also signed a former Liverpool player, Sami Hyypiä. Backup centre-back. We've got good centre-backs. We just needed a good backup, so he's joined the club as a good option for us. And Jose Mari, £40 million in 7 games. He's got 3 goals, 4 assists. We want him to play in this wide forward role here, that right wing, because we've got strikers, Jardel, Trezeguet, and Jardel has been starting this season, so I'm happy with that. Now, players going out, we've got £28 million going out. We've got a few players there who have left the club who I'm not worried about them leaving, to be honest. So I think the transfer window was a good, successful one. We definitely strengthened the team, and I'm hoping this 3 at the back will help us win the league. We've got advanced wing back because, of course, we've got Zambrotta and Stanic in there. Jose Mari is going to take that right wing spot. Jardel has been starting this campaign. However, he is opting to leave at the end of the season. Maybe he'll change his mind. He's got 6 goals in 7 appearances so far from a starting position. Iron Robin and Gallardo can play from the left. Iron Robin has been starting quite a lot of games there. If we're looking at the best 11 pick, you can see Jose Mari goes out for Stanic. So just imagine Jose Mari in that position instead of Stanic. That's kind of what we're looking at right now. Drops back into a sort of 5 at the back there. But we'll see.
It's looking good, isn't it? It is looking good. I think it's going to be between us two, for the league.
It could be.
Yeah.
I mean, Inter Milan, you can never write them off.
No, it's going to. I mean,
Roma
we
surprised
keep
everybody.
saying this, and one team just pops out of nowhere. Really,
yeah. Roma's got the same amount of points.
They've still got
good players. Yeah. They didn't really do much in terms of the transfer market, but they did bring in Eric Abidal, who looks quite good, and Marcel Desailly, who's still great. Yeah. They didn't sell anybody. Well, they got rid of Giovanni, but that was at the end. Oh, that was January, so they had already got rid of him. They didn't need to.
They still won the league with him.
Yeah. Season before, though, they sold Francesco Totti for $123 million.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? So they're doing that without Francesco Totti.
Yeah.
Which is kind of hilarious, but they spent £20 million bringing in some okay players. Nobody really you'd look at and go, that's game changing. So right now it's kind of the same Roma side that won the league. It's us, and I think it might be Inter Milan. The Fiorentina side, though, you can't write them off with the strikers that they got.
And that's what I'm really worried about.
And Jupp Heynckes is coming.
I can see these causing. Knowing mine, look, I've jumped ship too early and they'll win the league this season.
Yeah. So that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
But fixture schedule for me then. It started really well outside of Fiorentina beating me 4-2.
It's going to happen, isn't it?
Nuno Gomez and Salviola. Did they score?
Don't tell
Yes,
me.
they did. They scored 2 goals within half an hour.
They will do. We know they're dangerous. You've got to keep them quiet. If you keep them quiet, you've got a chance of beating them. But, oh no.
Outside of that, I'm scoring 6-6, 4 and 4, and I could only score 2 against them. So Jardel's got a couple of hat-tricks already. He's enjoying himself. But there we go. Champions League group stage, Barcelona, Anderlecht, and Bordeaux for me. Whereas Champions League, you don't have Champions League. In fact, I think you might go into the UEFA Cup. I think they finished 5th, didn't they?
Yeah.
It might be UEFA Cup. I don't know, unless it's Cup winners who only do it this year. I'm not quite sure. At the minute, you don't have any European football, which not a bad thing if you can't go into the Champions League. All right, season number 6 then in the Champions League. Maybe I can win that. Dad and me both going for the title with Dad's new Lazio side. So if Dad's team starting strong, the games against each other would be hugely important now in the title race, as Dad's Lazio dealt the first blow, beating me 2-1 in December, taking a commanding lead in the league title race already. With Lazio not qualifying, it was only my Juventus side in the UEFA Champions League this season, and we topped our group with Barcelona. And with Benfica up next in the round of 16, we felt confident of progressing after a 3-2 away first leg win, and we secured our position in the quarterfinals with a 3-0 win at home in the second leg. Another Portuguese side in the next round in Sporting and another 5-2 aggregate win, which gave us a tough semi-final against an unbelievable Bayern Munich side, whose star players Shevchenko and Ronaldinho combined to give us a 2-1 first leg loss. But in an amazing second leg in Turin, thanks to a man-of-the-match performance by Seedorf, who scored 2 first-half goals, we pushed on through to make the final, winning 5-2 on the night. Unfortunately for me, both me and Dad were eliminated from the Coppa Italia at the quarter-final stage, as we went down to 10 men thanks to Iron Robin being sent off, and Inter punished us 2-0. But with Dad not having to worry about the cup, the league games were his main priority, and his Lazio side became increasingly likely to lift the title, no matter what we tried. They also beat us in the match in Rome in the league in late April to open the gap once again to chase a Scudetto, in which so giving themselves a 5-point gap with just 3 games to go. And while also reaching the UEFA Cup final and winning it 2 years in a row at 2 different clubs, as Dad sailed over the finish line in the Serie A to lift the league title, finally winning 8-1 in one game and then beating Roma, their rivals, 3-2 in an amazing Rome derby on the final day of the season to put the cherry on top. This season wasn't over just yet though, as I had a UEFA Champions League final against Liverpool and I needed to win or else this season would be considered a complete disaster. However, luckily for me, clearly my players felt the same way, as from 6 minutes in they dominated the match, putting 2 goals past Westerveld in the first half and banging in a third to seal the win from Trezeguet on the hour mark, making sure there was at least 1 trophy going in my retro Glory Hunter cabinet this summer. Well, that's one that I'm very glad to get. The Champions League. That's been causing us a bit of trouble.
Oh, no.
And I was thinking in my head, although the Barcelona Real Madrid have been getting to the final, this is the division where you're going to find a club most likely to win it.
Yeah.
So thankfully, we finally won something relevant in Italy while at Juve, because it's not been, outside of the UEFA Cup, which we'd already won, it's not been very prosperous for us.
No.
3-0 win against a very good Liverpool side. Michael Owen, Robbie Fowler's in there, obviously. Great side, but couldn't defeat us. It's unfortunately, though, bye-byes for you, Dad.
Yes.
Lazio winning the league, which means that is Italy complete.
I'm just so pleased that I was really worried that I jumped ship too early. I was building a good side there, but this team was just too good to turn down with the money they were offering me as well. Knowing that I only had a twinkle a little bit, and I've done that. Got Buffon in, I feel really was the main thing, really. Goal difference in 9, only conceded 27. So, yeah, chuffed to bits. Adios.
Yeah.
I'm out of Italy. I am so pleased.
Yeah. Goals-wise, we've got Hernan Crespo was the top scorer this season with 36. So Salas dropped off.
Yeah.
He only got 24 this season.
Yeah.
Jardel, for me, got 27. So that was good, but not good enough.
He done what you wanted him to do this season, didn't he?
Iron Robin stepped up with 16 as well, so that's not too bad. Couldn't win the cup either, though. That's the trouble.
It's done me a big favour, that has.
I still need to win both.
Yes, that's done me such a big favour. I'm out of Italy and you still got to win both of them. That's
not
good
even
for me.
Close. I've only got to the final once, but you defeated me, and obviously Inter Milan,
got there
Fiorentina.
again to the 3 seasons in a row they got there.
Yeah, it's been a tough one for me.
Yeah.
So I need to figure out the key thing for this Juve side, which is going to get us clicking next year domestically. That's what we need. We're all right in Europe, but it's domestically which we are suffering. Now, Jardel's got a lot of goals. However, he is leaving.
Yeah.
So either I trust David Trezeguet next year or I buy somebody new in. And he is obviously unhappy that he hasn't been starting games either. So, yeah, Iron Robin's developed into a world-class winger now, so we don't have to worry about him on the left. That's nice. Jose Mari, am I happy with that on the right? Player-wise, he looks good. 25 assists, 14 goals.
Can't knock that.
No, not at all. Okay, well, I think that's settled then. I need a buy striker. £96 million, 500 grand in the wage budget.
There's a few good ones in Italy at the moment, isn't it? We know that.
There is. There's a lot of options, especially with you leaving Lazio. There's a couple in there that I might pick up.
Yeah.
All right. Let's have a look, Dad, at your Lazio side before we say goodbye to this team. We're doing the rule where we can't just go from I can't then join Lazio. There would have to be like another manager in between.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. But Hernan Crespo, 51 goals in 47 games with 17 assists.
Yeah.
An 8 average rating.
I think I've jumped in there really, really well and jumped out again because they're starting to age. It's an aging team as well. The top 4 or 5, they're all aging. My best sort of players, really. But I'll tell you, those two strikers are so good, eh? I mean, Veron as well, getting that many goals. So, yeah, they've done a big, big job for me. I'm so pleased. I couldn't knock it. I mean, Stephen Carr there, right back, he played really well for me. Like 2 goals and 7 assists.
You had to say he was a Spurs player, didn't you?
I had to, really, because when you look at him, he doesn't look that good. And he was never like a player that I've really sort of like, oh, we've got Stephen Carr for our team, you know. So I've chuffed a bit through him, really. So, yeah, I mean, there's sort of, I'm pleased with that. I've done a job there. I love getting out of Italy. I love getting the job done in Italy. Always causes me problems in Italy, but I'm looking at that now, and there's only one job available. Do I fancy that job?
Leverkusen, 7th place in the Bundesliga. They don't necessarily have the best team either.
No, it's
Ventola up front is quite a good player, to be fair. You can get him firing for sure.
Yeah.
Different Zé Roberto in that midfield.
Michael Essien's there.
Michael Essien. Maicon as well at right wing back.
Yeah.
The one that Gareth Bale absolutely destroyed. He's good, isn't he?
Oh, absolutely destroyed him.
But yeah, there's a few players in there.
Yeah, I'm looking at that thing. It doesn't sort of like grab me and sort of say, come here and help us out. I might have to wait till November and wait for a team that's sort of not playing very well and hopefully jump in then.
Yeah.
I need a sort of like...
Or maybe when you leave, you start something.
It could happen. It really could happen because, you know, your top team in Italy, a lot of managers are going to want to go there and take over that team. It could do a merry-go. It done it for yours, didn't it? When you left?
Yeah, the Parma manager.
Yeah,
opened up the Parma job.
Yeah, so that's what I might have to. I could do with like a good Premiership side coming across, manager coming across in there. I could jump in there.
Yeah, or Bayern Munich. That's the big one.
The Bayern Munich one would be brilliant.
Bayern Munich's the big one.
Or Barcelona, because Barcelona just picked up a really good striker, haven't they?
Yeah, Jardel. All right, well, keep on checking out the page for the next Glory Hunter video. Make sure you subscribe so you do not miss it, but we've got a trophy or 2 to add to our Glory Hunter cabinets.
So thankfully I managed to get the UEFA Champions League complete, but it's still empty within 3 seasons in Italy for me now. Dad, on the other hand, has mounted a massive comeback here, and with Italy now complete. So Dad's first port of call was to resign from Lazio and eyes on the Premier League, Bundesliga, or La Liga for jobs. I thought he was crazy not going for the Bayer Leverkusen role, as they have a good side with a decent budget too. However, he was right to wait, because the Bayern Munich manager was then approached by Lazio to become their new manager. And this is a Bayern Munich side with Shevchenko, Raul and Ronaldinho as their attacking force. Again, 3 of the best attacking threats in world football. When the job came up, he of course applied and was given an interview, and they were back almost right away, wanting Dad to take over as manager. And almost immediately, I did fear that I might have made a mistake not going for it myself, but I have built a very strong Juventus side, signing 2 world-class players just this summer. And although Dad didn't need to, he still spent £300 million in new signings, making this Bayern side even stronger.
Well, Dad, you inherited an unbelievable team.
Oh, well, yeah. Christ, it's a hell of a side, especially going forward as well, yep.
But so, £300 million was also still spent.
Well, yeah, I mean, they've let me use it, and so I'm not going to waste it.
No,
so
absolutely not.
I looked at the team, same as what you did. I was a hell of a team going forward in it, so I just looked at it and thought, well, I need a few defenders.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been even better because they just sold Roque Santa Cruz, who's one of the best strikers in this database. Only 25 years of age as well. He left for £76 million to go to Manchester United. But the signers that you brought in, you didn't need to bring in a striker when you see the strike force that you've got. You did need defenders and potentially a new goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And that's why we got Iker Casillas coming in.
I thought that was a bargain for that price, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a good keeper. He's not brilliant there, but...
No. I think at this point, we didn't know how legendary Iker Casillas would be.
No, that's right, yeah.
Obviously, he had an unbelievable career.
Worth taking a chance.
Kaladze, £51 million.
Very,
great
very
left-sided defender.
Well, I mean, he's a squad player, staring you in the face.
Yeah.
Midfield, defender, whatever I want to use him for.
Yeah, doesn't have a weakness.
Great signing.
One of the best right-backs, but definitely of this era, Javier Zanetti, right wing-back. I mean, look at that. Attacking, going forward, just full, again, no weaknesses.
He's brilliant. Brilliant for this side. I mean, he'll be getting the balls across for this side, left, right and centre from him.
Yeah, he's 33, so he's right at experience time to get him, 34 years of age.
Good price.
And on the other side, Day. I always remember Day because, funny name, played in this legendary Dortmund kit. On that left-hand side, again, Exactly the same,
this is
isn't
probably
it?
the best signing I think I've got there, especially for that side as well. He can do everything up that left-hand side.
Yeah.
Very, very dangerous player. So really pleased with this signing, I must admit.
And then finally, we got a new gen. Now, the regens that are coming through are not real regens. It's the most annoying thing that we realise this far into the Glory Hunter. But hey, Julian Pereira, you ain't going to say no to that.
No, definitely not. I mean, I know I spent 100 million on him, but whoa, for 21 years of age.
He's phenomenal.
Centre-back, ball-playing centre-back as well. Oh, he's just got everything there really in it. I mean, his physicals, oh wow, for 21.
So fast.
Yeah,
great
very good.
Anticipation, great positioning. He's got the defensive fundamentals, still working on the passing, the first touch, etc. But he's still only 21.
Yeah.
What a player that is. So, this Bayern Munich side then, and I'm so annoyed that I didn't maybe go for it. It could bite me in the ass going forward. We'll have to see whether it does. But I still need to complete Italy, of course. Casillas is the only one being locked into this absolutely wild tactic.
Yes. I mean, I'm just so attacking in it, so I'm just thinking, just go for it.
Yeah.
Just absolutely go for it. So that's what I'm going to do.
I mean, we're looking at it. Zanetti and Dede either side at fullback. Kaladze, Pereira, the two new centre-backs in there. Kel is a defensive midfielder. Starts at Freiburg, only 26. You know, we're in year 7, so he's a youngster to begin with. Phenomenal player already.
Yeah.
Raquelme in that attacking midfield slot. Jesus. Ronaldinho on the left. Look how good that is. Agahauer on the right. Julius Agahauer.
Yeah.
Again, the flair on him, the pace, acceleration, dribbling ability, phenomenal stuff. But then in front, my two favourite...
It is actually, yeah. It is.
Yeah, two of my favourite strikers outside of R9, I think, in this era, was Raul and Shevchenko. Raul because David Beckham went to Real Madrid and I started watching those games. And then Shevchenko because I loved Kaká. And Shevchenko played in behind Kaká, well, in front of Kaká. And again, look at that. Disgusting.
I mean, this was the thing. I had to get those 5 players. I had to get in the team, so I had to come up with a tactic like this for that, really.
Yeah.
Just to make sure they did get in the team, and I just thought, well, let's just go for it. The two wing backs I've signed, that's their best positions in wing backs, so I'm just going for it.
I mean, even your bench, you've got some names on there. Enzo Maresca's on there. Steve Malbronk. Love Steve Malbronk. Dejan Stankovic. I always remember that goal he scored in the Champions League where he volleyed it and it just stayed.
Oh, yeah.
And lobbed the keeper for Inter Milan. Jose Mourinho's Inter Milan. You've also got Bastian Schweinsteiger there. Young Schweinsteiger.
Yeah, what a
who
player he
loves
is
Manchester United for some reason. He always posts about Manchester United. Bloody legend. But yeah, some big names who's also on your bench. Jens Novotny's a decent player at this level too. Look at that, 32 years of age still. They pinched him from Leverkusen. So you should walk this.
I should do. I mean, I'll be very, very disappointed if I don't win at least one of the 2 trophies that I'm chasing.
Yeah, you started off the season extremely well.
Yeah, I mean,
lost a Super Cup.
Yeah, I was surprised with that.
Which is a bit like, ooh.
Yeah, I was a bit worrying when I seen that.
But you're through the next round of the Cup, which is, early doors. It's like, oof. But then you won 6-1, 7-0, 4-0, 5-1.
Yeah.
So only just scraping through these 3 points, aren't they?
So the attacking formation is working.
Yeah, because you're not really defending that much when you conceded 2. All right, so very good start. Now, was it a mistake? Do you think it's a mistake? Let us know down in the comment section that I didn't go for this Bayern Munich job. Part of me thought I really should have, but part of me thought I have been here so long now, I need to do this with Juventus. But will I end up doing an Omega Dad at Roma? Everybody always remembers
still haunts
that
me.
one.
That does. Still haunts me.
Still see it coming up in the comment section as well. It's brilliant. Now, I signed to begin with some cracking players, I thought. So going out, there wasn't any names going out. So going into this season, £1.6 million out. Not too bad at all. Pavel Nedved joined for £17 million. Do you leave Lazio? I think, well, let's have a look at this Lazio side. How is Pavel Nedved so cheap? Don't understand it.
Don't understand it, no.
I'll pick him up. I know he's 34, but still.
Fitness is still 19.
Shouldn't be selling him at that cheap.
Oh, no.
£17 million for potentially your best player to your rival clubs. Bad mistake from Lazio there. But then I went for Mateo Kezman, £100 million, and you can understand why. He looks absolutely fantastic in this. 20 off the ball, 19 flair, 20 finishing, great dribbling ability. He's fast, he's quick, great anticipation, good composure, techniques there, can take penalties. £100 million. He's got everything.
I think as a bargain.
Yeah, so yeah, he's joined the club. He's got 4 goals in 3 Serie A games. Now, tactically, I've struggled in Italy so far with what to play, but I think I've come to the conclusion that it needs to be something like this with the players that we have got. We've got a great defensive line. Now that we've got Athias and Zambrotta as our fullbacks, we've got 2 very attacking fullbacks, but we've got Iron Robin and Nedved on the wings with Kezman there. I think my only weakness is maybe this left-sided centre midfielder.
And how can you call that a weakness?
Van Bommel's still absolutely unbelievable at 29.
Yeah.
So we are cooking right now. We've got a great side. We've got Zinedine Zidane on the bench because he's 34. So David Trezeguet's a backup as well. So we've got some cracking players on the bench backing up, hopefully, what will be a winning season this year. But again, we lost the Super Cup as well. So losing to Lazio, even though we took Nedved off of them, hilariously. But then we started the season well in the league. We defeated your old Fiorentina side. We defeated Inter Milan with only 10 men. So that's a game I think I would have lost in previous seasons.
Yeah,
Kezman got the win there. So we're off to the races, both of us. Do we complete our countries that we are currently in this one season?
I'm hoping you slip up.
Could potentially happen. And remember, if Dad does win and I win, I can't take Dad's job.
No, that's right, yeah.
Not allowed to happen. We have to have a manager in between me and Dad. So if a manager comes in and then gets sacked, yes, I can take it, but I cannot take Dad's job. That's the rules of this Retro Glory Hunter that we are applying. So let's see what happens in this season.
Without Dad in the league in charge of Lazio, I was finally thriving with Juventus in the Serie A as we were scoring for fun and sat 6 points clear after 20 games. While Dad was tearing it up in Germany as expected, flying at the top of the league table and doing well in the DFB Pokal too, defeating Schalke in the quarterfinals 7-1 before he has to play his old Lazio side in the round of 16 of the Champions League, which they overturned a 1-0 first leg defeat to progress 2-1. Meanwhile in Italy, we drew Inter Milan in the semi-final, and in the first leg at home, we put ourselves in a great position, winning 3-1. Even taking a 1-0 second leg win too to reach the final versus Roma. Dad's Bayern Munich got the job done early in the Bundesliga as he was 16 points clear with 3 games to go, but his eyes was on the Champions League. Because his trip to the Nou Camp in the semi-final was a great one, as Bayern Munich head back to Germany with a 4-2 lead, and a 5-2 second leg win cemented his place in the Champions League final against a very good Valencia team on the final day of the season. He also reached the DFB Pokal final thanks to a win over Hamburg, who are the second best team in Germany at the minute in the semi-final. Meanwhile, it was close in Italy as Roma took us all the way to the final day, but we won the league finally with just 1 loss and only 15 goals conceded. And Roma was also who we had to face in the Italian Cup final to complete Italy this season. And it wasn't going to be easy with it being played at their home ground, but we settled into a lovely rhythm, dominating the match and winning 3-0. With our cup antics done and dusted, Dad had trouble in the DFB Pokal final as Leverkusen took the lead completely against the script. Luckily, Dad then equalised and thought things would be back on track, only for Leverkusen to take the lead for a second time. But with talented players in every position, it was only a matter of time before they kicked into gear and Bayern Munich equalised and eventually scored a third to win the game and lift the DFB Pokal, completing Germany in one season for Dad. With both trophies in Germany lifted, could Dad now do the treble and really close the gap again in Glory Hunter? So on paper, Dad certainly had the better team than David O'Leary's Valencia, who deployed a 4-4-2. The trouble was for Dad is he wasn't accounting for the abilities of Diego Tristan and Mendieta, who dominated the game, helping Valencia to a 2-0 win.
Now, David O'Leary, we mentioned when I did a simulation of this database.
Yes.
David O'Leary was an unbelievable manager on this, surprisingly. He's doing it again.
He's done me,
working wonders for me, beating you 2-0 in the Champions League final, but you did get the other 2 over the line. Now, the Bundesliga I don't think was ever in doubt. It's, of course, whether you can do the DFB Pokal.
Yeah.
It was a close one.
It was a close one, yeah.
Leverkusen taking the lead twice in the DFB Pokal final. But the Bundesliga, I mean, kind of looks slightly embarrassing. I think you won the league halfway through, or the beginning of April. You only lost 2 games. You drew 2 as well. But, yeah, 18 points ahead of Werder Bremen in second place.
Scored 138 goals. That's
Yeah.
what's going to happen, wasn't it?
And only conceded 26.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pleased with that, but I'm gutted I didn't do all 3.
Yeah.
That'd have been so handy, really, wouldn't it? But yeah, that's me done. Happy days.
I'm shocked to see how far down Dortmund are.
Yes.
Because they don't necessarily all their best players have been taken away. I mean, Yuso Dede, but they still got some. And look at that guy, Roberto Romano. He looks class.
Yeah.
He looks very good. Fabio Pinto's there. Again, quite a good winger on this. But yeah, they are so far down. Maybe that's a place that I could go. I still need to finish Germany as well. So that's an option. But I cannot go to Bayern Munich, of course.
Nope.
Now, Dad, where will you be going? That's a big question.
Yes.
You've got a few places that you still need to
So I
tick
need
off.
Spain
Premier League
and the
Spain.
Premier League, yeah.
Yeah. Now, 62 goals for Andrei Shevchenko in one season. 62 with 20 assists
Brilliant. Legend.
in only 61 games
Yeah.
played is absolutely ridiculous numbers. Raquelme with 33 and 21. Julius Akahawa 24 and 13. Franca even off the bench got
Yeah.
23. Raul 21 and 26.
He's let me down, really, isn't he?
Yeah, he only got
He only got 21 goals.
47 goal contributions in 51 games.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Ronaldinho only got 38.
Yeah.
That's actually quite low considering. But yeah, phenomenal stuff. You'll be leaving Bayern Munich, as will I be finally leaving Italy. It took me long enough, I must
Yeah.
admit, but we got the job done. It was kind of close in the league, despite me dominating it. Roma also had a great season.
Roma were chasing you all the way, weren't they?
Only losing 2 games. I mean, we drew against each other in both games, so yeah, it was down to the fact that I only conceded 15 goals.
Brilliant.
Defensively, despite us playing a very attacking style of play, we did very well. But even then, 95 goals scored. So my goal scored is nowhere going to be near as high as what yours were. Nedved was my top scorer. Kejman only got 13 goals.
Yeah.
If you think he started the season on fire, only got 13 goals. I cannot believe that.
I mean, Nedved, I think that's a hell of a signing
Yeah.
for you, really. What was he,
Crucial.
30?
17
34.
million pound.
What a bargain that was, wasn't it?
17 million
What a
pound.
bargain.
Crazy.
And he's paid you back.
Yeah. Trezeguet come off the bench and scored more than the starting striker, which is a bit worrying. Be sad to see this team go, though, because the likes of Ian Robben, I bought from a very young age. He has developed into a world-class, probably the best in his position, left winger right now. So
It's one to keep an eye on it. If you go to different teams and they got a bit of money and you need a winger.
yeah, I mean, he is wanted already. He's wanted by Leeds and Manchester United,
Yeah.
which would be an interesting one for sure. But yeah, so I'm going to be leaving as well. Are there any jobs available? Now, right now, there isn't that would occupy places where we want to go. However, the Lazio job just being available puts a spanner in the works for a manager merry-go-round,
Yeah.
even without us leaving
Yeah.
Juve and Bayern Munich.
I mean, Lazio a big side. Our 2 teams, 2 big sides. It all starts there.
3 massive jobs that
Yes.
need to be taken this summer, which surely a team in a league that we are looking for would then
Hopefully.
obviously come available for us. So let's see what happens this summer.
Things are heating up now. Dad was just 1 trophy away from levelling things up with just 5 to go. Thankfully, we managed to complete Italy after just 3 seasons at Juventus and 3 trophies, which in hindsight doesn't seem too bad. So at the same time, we left both of our roles, resigning from our clubs with just 2 countries left to complete each, both needing Spain. Unfortunately for me, Dad also needs the Premier League and the FA Cup, and Manchester United, one of the best teams in this era, has become available. Thanks to a manager merry-go-round, as the Parma manager takes Dad's job at Bayern Munich, and the previous Manchester United manager went to Parma. So Dad was invited in for an interview and was, of course, with his reputation, successful in becoming the new Manchester United manager, put him in the driving seat. This is a team who has just signed Ian Robben from my old Juventus side for £158 million, but also has some unbelievable players that with the right system could walk the Premier League title and the FA Cup this year. And while Dad was spending yet another £180 million on new players and starting his Premier League campaign well, I was still stuck unemployed and looking for a job.
Not good. I hate it. This is the most anxiety-inducing thing that happens in Glory Hunter.
It's horrible, isn't it?
Now, normally, it wouldn't matter, but when you're in a race against somebody and we've got a very competitive nature between us in these competitions, in these little challenges that we do.
Oh, yes.
Me having the start of the season without a club is so worrying because you normally then take over a club that isn't going to win anything. That's probably what's going to happen here. But you've landed the Manchester United job.
I mean, I'm chuffed to bits of landing this job because they've got a hell of a side as well. But I've done Man United before, Glory, and it comes back to haunt me again. I hope it don't. So so fingers crossed. I've got a good job. I've got a good team.
You've done some good signings.
I've got to add to it. That's all.
Now the signings that you've brought in, some quite smart ones, I think, because this team was full of talented players, but maybe with some key positions missing. And not in the sexy positions either, I don't think. Now, we've got this guy who started off the season really well. From defensive midfield, he has scored 4 goals in just 2 starts.
Brilliantly.
Which is a little bit crazy. Gabriel Coca. Now, he was a Lazio signing, £53 million. But we've got Ahmed Ismail as well from right back, so he looks quite good at 21. Roberto Carlos, I don't know if any of you heard of him before.
I tell you what, man, when I seen him available, I just thought I'm getting him. Just as I said, I've got to sign him. Roberto Carlos. You got him,
of age, still looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
Then we got Sebastian Fry, £90 million for this goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Definitely worth it. You can see how good he is. I mean, phenomenal stuff. And then Juan Cruz Burgos, it looks like it was a deal that was already being done before Dad joined from San Lorenzo. Now, the rest of the team that you have already inherited in here includes one big name.
And I didn't even have to go out and get him.
And you didn't even have to sign him. Crazy. How annoying is that?
You did look at him and he was available. Well,
he was wanted by Man United, I mean, I never would have sold him.
Thank you very much.
If I was still there. But you got Rafael van der Vaart.
Oh, do you know what? I love this guy.
You loved him at Tottenham, didn't you?
I did.
Despite being an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, I really did.
And then, of course, Roque Santa Cruz.
We knew he was here as well.
Dodged you before.
Yeah.
Now he's like, he's followed me. But he's the main striker there, and he looks phenomenal. Now, in terms of the players that were already at Manchester United at the start, not a lot still there. The weird one is David Beckham being there. Which is crazy because he's the one out of the team that you look at who actually leaves. So he's there. But also...
Here we go.
My man Kaka. Now, growing up, this would have been a dream signing. It was rumoured a lot.
Yeah.
When he went to AC Milan, it was rumoured that we were going to get him then. Then when he left AC Milan, again, it was either Real Madrid or it was Manchester United. And he went to Real Madrid and crushed my dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kaka at Manchester United.
Finally put him and Beckham together then.
Yeah. So, lovely stuff. And then, obviously, didn't start the game at Manchester United, but Rio Ferdinand is there, which is kind of funny. But yeah.
The right back is a good one as well, Stockdale.
Robbie Stockdale?
Yeah.
He is starts at Middlesbrough. He looks really good. Yeah.
Doesn't he?
In terms of players that were already at Manchester United, that's not Andy Cole. That's Ashley Cole.
Yes.
Ashley Cole at Manchester United.
Sorry, but Roberto Carlos took over.
Yeah, but you've also got Paul Scholes. Paul Scholes is still there. He's 32 years of age. Lacks just a bit of physicality, I think, in terms of the pace. If you had better pace, you'd be a much better player.
Yeah.
Now, out injured right now for the next 5 weeks is none other than Francesco Totti.
What a strike.
So another unbelievable player to add to this roster.
Yeah.
You've got some players in this team. I don't know how...
I am denying about going 2 up front with Santa Cruz and Totti. So I was a bit like that with it, really.
Yeah.
It was the midfield players I thought could be more beneficial to get more midfield players in than getting Totti in. So,
I mean, you started the season great until you come up against my old Chelsea team. And Ruud van Nistelrooy, former Manchester United player, writing the story there, scores 2 goals. Now, he did beat them 6-1, funny enough, at Wembley.
Yeah.
But with Sol Campbell scoring for Chelsea. Now, this Chelsea team, if you're looking at it, scary good. Alberto Malasani, still there. He's the guy who took my job. But look who they just signed.
Oh, yes. Didn't want that, did I?
So Manchester United just signed Ian Robben, who was at my club, and Chelsea's just signed Ronaldinho in a 69... That's a annoying number. £69 million move.
That is such a bargain, isn't it? Such a bargain that is.
Ridiculous. So 2 of the best attacking threats in the world have just joined the same league while you're trying to win this league. Now, you beat Tottenham 6-1. You also beat Liverpool 3-1.
Yeah.
I think Liverpool's one of the better teams here. Michael Owen has stayed there right now, still a class striker on this. So that's going to be an interesting one. How many seasons do you think? Do you think you can get it one and done? Like Bayern?
I'd like to think so, but the Premier League's one of those funny ones that is more teams in the Premier League that can cause you problems. Mind you, going back to that era, there's so many good players there, don't there? They're all coming across, aren't they? I'm going to say I'll be disappointed if I don't win
one of them.
One of them. Yeah.
I think
it's going to be hard. The FA Cup is really hard to win, I feel.
Yeah. The threats of Liverpool and Chelsea cannot be ignored.
Yeah.
I think Arsenal's dropped off on this. They don't have as good a team as what they started off with. Like Cassano's their best player. You look at that, you think that won't even get into your team. Barely reach your bench. Kieran Dyer's a good centre midfielder, but then they've got Maicon. I mean, that's okay players.
Good player.
Great player, but not exactly Premier League threatening when you've got your players that you've got. I've got 0 players at the minute. I'm still unemployed, still hoping that something will creep up.
You're giving me like a free season here. I've got to jump in quick and do something.
I need something in Germany or Spain, so I need something to happen in those 2 leagues and a job to pop up for me. So let's see what happens.
Dad was off and flying in England at Manchester United and enjoying his fantastic side with a stupid amount of goals being scored. It's December though, and I'm still jobless with nothing even coming up, and my only hope is that the new Bayern Munich manager fails and they bin him off. Dad obviously is focused on all 3 competitions, and he sails through the group stages and wins 5 from 6, only drawing 0-0 in Paris. It was disaster, however, in the FA Cup, as a home game in the 3rd round against Everton looked easy, and when Dad initially took the lead at Old Trafford, but Everton pulled one back, only to then pinch a winner and knock him out of the competition. But while Dad was contemplating what might be a second season in Manchester, I was still unemployed, but the prospect of a new job in Germany with Kaiserslautern then appeared. They were very quick to give me an interview, and within a few days I was finally back in management nearly a year later as the boss of a Bundesliga side in 12th place. With some obvious weaknesses, they did have the likes of Miroslav Klose, so I built around him, feeding him in a nice 4-4-1-1. And although we lost our first game 8-2 to Leverkusen, we soon began turning things around and picking up points. But of course, we weren't going to be winning anything this season. And so the focus goes back to Manchester, where Dad, who might be out of the FA Cup, could still pick up a double trophy swoop this season, as his league form continues to be strong. But his Champions League campaign sees him overcome Inter Milan in the round of 16 7-2 on aggregate, as well as Chelsea in the quarter-finals 8-4 on aggregate too, to set up a semi-final tie with my old Juventus side. In the away leg first fixture in Turin, Dad's side battled through going 1-0 down to then flip things around as both Totti and Santa Cruz scored to give him the advantage, which they definitely needed because the second leg in Manchester was much more of a tight affair and finished 1-1. Although he was in the Champions League final, he had already put himself in great contention to win the Premier League, and it was confirmed with a win against Newcastle as he lifts the trophy ahead of Chelsea, being 6 points clear, while I quietly carry Kaiserslautern back into a top 8 finish over in Germany. But of course, I tuned in on the UEFA Champions League final night to see if my dad could bring himself ahead of me in the trophy cabinet race, as he faced Omar Hitzfeld Arsenal in an underwhelming final, as Dad's United side completely dominated, taking a 2-goal lead into half-time and securing a third on the 72nd minute to lift the Champions League trophy.
Well done. After failing to win last season, you got it done this season.
Yes.
Fair play. Beating Arsenal, who we were slagging off earlier, saying there were no threats. They got to the Champions League final. Weren't a threat though.
Nope.
You got the job done.
Oh, that was, I tell you what, that was a big Brucey bonus for me this one. I didn't even think about the Champions League. I was only thinking about the league really and the FA Cup, so that's a Brucey bonus for me really. And to win the league as well from Chelsea.
Yeah, comfortably as well really. 6 points. Great goal difference.
Goal difference has done it again.
Scoring
35 goals,
stupid amounts of goals because, I mean, if you're looking at this, Roque Santa Cruz has had a season and a half. 45 goals in 36 league games. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I'm pleased with that.
It's unbelievable numbers. So It's a shock, really, that you didn't win the FA Cup.
Yes.
But, I mean, Leeds went on to win it, beating Arsenal in the final, so they've really screwed up this season. But losing in the third round to an Everton team. And you think, wow, maybe the assistant played a bad team. If you go back to January and you're looking at this team, it's not. I mean, Scholes is in there. Totti kind of played there quite a lot.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much your back line. That's your goalkeeper.
No, what is it?
That's your midfielder.
Yeah.
Santa Cruz. Totti's in there.
Totti's in there
Played
as well,
bad.
yeah.
Just played bad.
Disappointed with that.
Sorensen also was unbelievable and nearly won man of the match in goal. And you dominated the game, just couldn't get the goals.
It's the way it goes, though. Like I said, the FA Cup's an hard trophy to win. So, but I'm pleased with winning the Champions League.
Yes.
To me, that's a big bonus. Sometimes that can be hard because you've got to get to a team that's in the Champions League for a start.
Yeah, you defeated some big teams along the way as well. Chelsea, of course, Inter Milan, Chelsea, and then my old Juventus side.
Yeah.
Who won the Champions League a couple of seasons ago. So, yeah, you had to do it the hard way. But that's only one trophy in England down.
Yes.
Not in the FA Cup either.
I'm going to stay. Definitely got to stay with this team.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, the strike force with this team's so good.
Yeah, I mean, let's have a look at that. 57 goals. Almost as good as Shevchenko last season for you. Ian Robben and Kaká with 20 goals each. Van der Vaart, Totti, even Thomas Rosicky from centre midfielder, 25 assists.
Yeah,
David
good,
Beckham, 23 assists. Roberto Carlos, 13 assists. And they've only given you 94 million.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that.
No.
I feel with the team that I've already got, probably one player, that might be enough.
Yeah.
Definitely don't need any forwards. So, yeah, that might be enough. And I can sell a couple of players. I've got a big squad. So, yeah. I'm happy with that.
All right. Okay, so jobs that are available right now. Real San Sebastian does intrigue me slightly. They've got quite an interesting team, to be honest. They've got Xabi Alonso, who's only 26 in his prime. They're just not quite good enough to win the La Liga with Valencia, Real Madrid and Barcelona, and to some extent Deportivo La Coruña, who's up there too. So my Kaiserslautern side, who I've pulled out of the gutter and put it into 8th place here, not too bad. I mean, Bayern Munich didn't win the league and
That's
they're
a big
not
surprise.
sacking their manager. I'm like, come on, what are you doing with this team?
I'd have honestly thought they would have done that.
Yeah.
And you'd have been all over that then, wouldn't you?
Oh, 100%. Eric Goretz, how are you still in the job? That's ridiculous. How are you not winning the league with this team? But maybe they're giving him the benefit of the doubt because he won the DFB Pokal. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
He won the DFB Pokal, he keeps his job. So right now, he is still safe at Bayern Munich, which means his Kaiserslautern side, who I took over in March, it's not the best. They have given me a good budget, though, 91 million with a very good wage budget.
Yeah,
it's who I can
yeah.
attract to the Kaiserslautern.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing, isn't it? I mean, you guys are probably shouting at us at the screens for saying, sign this player, sign that player. We look at these players and they're not interested in coming to us.
No, that's it. Yeah. So, they've got some recognisable names, obviously. Gajina was the top scorer for this season. I've never heard of him before, but he looks quite good and very pacey. Miroslav Klose, I'm very surprised, hasn't scored more. He's only got 10 goals this season. I loved Miroslav Klose from watching Germany play and see him score the amount of goals. I hated the fact that he was German and scoring goals for Germany, obviously being a fan of England, but as a player to watch, Miroslav Klose was very entertaining to watch because he was so good. Outside of that, Lucho Gonzalez, but he's not exactly very good on this. Really, Haman obviously is in there, but he's very old now, struggling. I need a bit of a rebuild with this team.
Yeah, it's not a team that I can sort of say that's going to win the league.
No.
For the next foreseeable future, I think.
No. So I need to keep an eye on that job market if anything comes up potentially. But yeah, I need to just focus on making sure that this team is as good as what it could possibly be next season, and then maybe I can pinch a DFB Pokal.
Yeah.
That would be an intriguing one. So make sure you stick around for another episode of the Retro Glory Hunter. We've got some trophies to add to our cabinet, so make sure you subscribe so you do not miss What happens next?
So with the luck of the jobs going in Dad's favour this season, he now takes the lead in trophies thanks to this great year in Manchester with just 3 left remaining. This summer though, I have been spending well for Kaiserslautern, and although we are very far from the standard of Bayern Munich, I'm quite hopeful of potentially getting a cup run. Dad's season starts in January though, with his eyes only on the FA Cup trophy this season as he builds upon a fantastic Manchester United side with some clever signings.
That's another season at Manchester United and of course Kaiserslautern. But you signed some recognisable names here.
Yeah.
We've got ex-Liverpool Daniel Agger, £20 million. It's a good deal though for 20 million.
Left back or centre back.
Yeah.
Deal.
Only 23 years of age as well. But that was a bargain. Iker Casillas joining you. Your former number 1 goalkeeper at Bayern.
Yes.
Joining as a backup.
I've got a good keeper at United already, but I needed a reserve keeper. Which I've only got to see what he's like this time.
Yeah, not bad.
Didn't let me down last time, so get him in.
Battaglia comes in from Parma, another cheap deal.
It's another cheap deal. It's just another good defensive squad player for me, really. Defensive midfielder, really.
But then the main signing, I would say, £17 million from Hamburg, Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yeah.
Anybody heard of him? Good old Zlatan. Of course, he played for Manchester United in his career as well. I very much enjoyed when he was at United. Very good player. 26 years of age in his prime.
Loved him, didn't we?
Cheesy grin. Look at that. So, setting up then, you got 1 goal this year to win the FA Cup.
Yeah, that's it. So I've tried to make myself sort of more, what can I say, harder to beat going in defence. So I've got Daniel Agger back there, so pushes Ferdinand into that sort of defensive midfield. He's very good at that position.
Yeah.
And Totti's going in up front as well. So with Zlatan as a reserve striker, it's not looking bad, is it?
No. So, I mean, drop it down the bench. David Beckham.
Yeah.
Rosicky, who scored loads of goals for you last year, but Ferdinand can play defensive midfield better. So your strike force in behind the 3, in behind the 2 up front. Van der Vaart, who's a 5-star, Iron Robin, who's a 5-star, and Kaka, who's a 5-star, behind Santa Cruz, who's also 5-star. Very scary attack going forward. Okay, so the start of the season then, I mean, it means nothing in terms of, winning the FA Cup, but it's nice to know, I mean, the team who knocked you out of the FA Cup, Everton, you've beaten them 1-0 away from home.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good result. They can be difficult to beat, so I'm happy with that.
But second place in the league last year was Chelsea, and you defeated them with a 97th minute winner from Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
So he's already paid for his fee, really, isn't he?
He also defeated Parma in the UEFA Super Cup, Leeds in the FA Charity Shield, so that's he went on to win the FA Cup. But the rest of the results kind of easy, really, but won every single game so far.
Great start. Really pleased with that, but doesn't mean anything.
No, not until January.
January, yeah. So, yep.
All right, well, Kaiserslautern, I've got both to win. Obviously, we are definitely up against it, really. With the likes of Hamburg winning the league last year, it does mean that there is a possibility that Bayern Munich can be beaten. Dortmund as well. Every now and then they are very good on this. Frankfurt's got a good side. But I think my Kaiserslautern could be outside favourites with the signings that I've made. Now, I didn't make too many, but what I think I've done is use the money I had wisely. I only had £90 million, which in this can sometimes not exactly bring you much joy. I think I've done that. So we have made a number of very good signings, but I think if you look at the prices of them, the most expensive one was only £20 million.
Yeah.
He is by far the best one too. We'll go up. Craig Bellamy. Great start.
Good in his day.
Yeah. At Coventry City at the start of this, we got him from Napoli for £2.1 million. Good backup striker / centre attacking midfielder. Al Asaf for £5 million. He looks quite good in centre midfield, didn't he? For £5 million as well. Ristic, 6.75. Again, quality attacking midfielder.
Yeah.
Gabriel Molina, good option from the left. Then we've got Asier Perez. Good option at centre-back. 6'7", by the way, and still not exactly slow. So, very tall lad. Christoph Gabriel from Borussia Dortmund for £10 million. He's got 5 goals already from right midfield.
Good start.
There we go. Really so that's a good attacking option. John Heitinger from Everton, £15 million. Fills across that back 3 or defensive midfield. but centre-back is, of course, his best forte. And he's leader on the pitch as well, which is crucial for us. We were lacking leaders, to be honest. Jairo Patino is going to be a versatile midfielder for us. Not bad for the price as well. You can see he plays in so many different positions that we are already playing, and he's good at quite a lot of them too.
Yeah.
But I mentioned the best player. Now, I'm quite sad because Miroslav Klose does drop out, but Ryo Yamazaki, you can see why he drops out. 22 years of age.
Yeah, very, very good.
Phenomenal.
And he's hit the ground running as well.
Yes, he's got 6 goals in 6 games, 4 in the Bundesliga. So we're keeping our formation that we used at the end of last season when we first joined Kaiserslautern, because it started quite well, other than the 8-2 loss that we had. We're locking in this left wing back because he's a better left back option for us than we have at left back. And if we did best 11 pick, he sometimes goes out of it for Icardi, who is nowhere near as good. So it made sense to lock in the left wing back there. But the rest of the team, I'm kind of happy with how it sets itself up, really. I think we are lacking a good goalkeeper, but we just ran out of money in the end, and I would rather get the goals up front and check that midfield out than looking at the goalkeeper right now. Fixture schedule, though, we've played a few games. We have lost some games. We've lost against 1816 Munich in a 2-1 loss there. But we've done all right, especially when you consider we're already through the next round of the Cup. That was a 10-0 win. But we beat Hamburg away, who won the league last year.
Good result.
In our opening game of the season.
Yeah.
So it's a very positive start. We also drew to Borussia Dortmund at Dortmund. Michael Ballack got a brace, and then we pulled it back from being 2-0 down. So I'm excited. I mean, we got Bayern Munich coming up in the next couple of games with Leverkusen after that.
They've started well as well, Bayern Munich.
They have. They're top.
I did notice that.
They are top. So 13 points from 5 games so far, which means they have dropped a couple of points.
Yeah.
But we are only 3 points behind them. Who knows what can happen in season number 9? Let's find out. Dad's chasing the FA Cup. I'm chasing everything there is to win in Germany.
So with the first half of the season being irrelevant to Dad, the focus goes to the Bundesliga, where my Kaiserslautern side began surprising everyone, going on an incredible run. With the new striker signing Yamazaki in top form, he was leading the German scoring charts with 16 goals in 16 games. Unfortunately for us, however, we failed to get past the second round of the DFB Pokal, losing 2-1 to Nuremberg in extra time, which weirdly was the only game since August that we failed to actually win. Yeah, typical. We've won every other game so far. January, though, is where things took an unexpected turn. For the both of us, in 2 different ways. Because Dad then faced Chelsea in the FA Cup third round, what he was waiting for all season, the only competition he has been waiting for, and he lost 6-1. And while I kept winning on the pitch, things might get a little bit tougher, because 6 months after signing, Ryo Yamazaki has left after Sporting activated his release clause. And I'm just hoping we've banked enough of a lead at the top of the Bundesliga that we can hold on to it and lift our first trophy in Germany. So while Dad continued on with this season and absolutely swept the Premier League title, we were relying on goals coming from Miroslav Klose and Craig Bellamy off the bench to keep our title dreams alive. And outside of a 1-0 loss to Bayern Munich away from home, we were still so dominant and won every single other game, somehow lifting the Bundesliga trophy. Oh, and Dad won back-to-back Champions Leagues thanks to a penalty shootout over Valencia.
Well, Dad, you got your payback on
Yes.
David O'Leary on penalties.
Yep, done
Won
him
once,
again.
another Champions League, back-to-back Champions League, but still can't get past the third round of the FA Cup.
I can't believe it. I mean, I've stomped the league,
Absolutely. I
done
mean,
the Champions League again.
that's a record amount of points.
Yeah, didn't lose a game in the league, but Chelsea done me big style. 6-1, and they went on and won it.
Do you know what this does as well? Let's just double check it. It does indeed. So this database starts 2000-2001, which means the Invincibles never happened. Now we have new Invincibles. Completely wiped Arsenal out.
There you go, done you a favour. Look.
Yeah. And they didn't draw 12 games
That's
like
right,
the
yeah.
Invincibles
Only
did.
drew 3.
Only drew 3 with 108 points. Phenomenal season.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying brilliant. Yeah, it is good. I won the Champions League with it, but I was only after one trophy and I missed it again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Santa
dear.
Cruz with another 42 goals in the Premier
Yeah,
League.
really
He
good.
is enjoying his time here, considering, of course, you went 2 up front. But it is, of course, the FA Cup that you're most gutted about.
Yeah.
Chelsea, who beat you in the third round, went on to win it. But that third round tie, a 6-1 match there.
That is awful.
crazy when you look at the rest of the results around. I mean, you actually lost 2 in a row, which is probably the only 2 games you lost all year. It was.
Yeah.
That was the only 2 games. You didn't even draw in like one of the legs of the Champions League. It was constant. Yeah, the only 2 there. So that's crazy.
That was a bad week for me, wasn't it?
Yeah. But if you look at the team, you still played pretty much your best 11.
Oh, it's... You're looking at it, though. I mean, I'm looking at it. There's Paul Scholes has played. Who else has played that are not on the team usually? Beckham wasn't in my starting 11. Ashley Cole wasn't in my starting 11.
But it's still a good enough team to beat Chelsea.
Don't get me wrong. It was a good. It's still a good side, and I was still capable of beating Chelsea, and I should have done. I've just slipped up again, and you only have to slip up once in the FA Cup, and that's it. You're out.
Yeah, you beat them literally a week later.
Yeah,
2 weeks later, 1-0 in the league. Rafael van der Vaart penalty. But you got 2 trophies there that you've won. Not any to add to the trophy or the Glory Hunter cabinet. However, I have evening things up.
I can't believe.
The Bundesliga out of nowhere.
There's 2 things I can't believe. I can't believe you won the league, but I can't believe how well you won the league.
I know. 18 points.
God almighty. When I seen Bayern Munich top of the league at the start of the season, I thought, yep, they're on the way again. That's what normally happens. They normally drop out one sort of season, and the next season they come back with vengeance and done it. But, oh my God, I don't know how you've done this. You pulled this out of the bag, and I'm worried now.
Well, I only lost 1 more game. Because you remember at the start of the season, I had lost and drawn a game.
Yeah.
I've only got 1 draw, and I lost to Bayern Munich after where we last picked up, and that was the only time I didn't win in the Bundesliga after that, which is crazy.
It is crazy, yeah.
So,
I'm looking at it, and I can't believe it.
Top of the league with Kaiserslautern, and, may I add, with Yamazaki taken from me halfway through the season by Sporting, you absolute scumbags, who signed Yamazaki for £28.5 million in January. So Judas, as I'm now calling him, who is phenomenal for me, left after just 18 games where he had scored 17 goals.
That's bad.
Crazy.
I got to blame your director. He's put a clause in there to let him go.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why he had the clause is probably because to secure things like that happening.
Yeah.
But if he had stayed, he would have won the league with me. And where did Sporting finish? 3rd.
Oh, there you go then.
In their league.
He got what he deserved.
Yeah.
He could have had 2 trophies in the bag.
And they're not even anywhere near the Bundesliga anymore. I mean, the reason why we did Portugal was because the Eredivisie wasn't available to manage in, and we always do League One. So it made sense to do something different. So we did the Premier Liga in with Benfica Sporting Porto to start things off, but they've dropped down. And you've moved Yamazaki, and you missed out on the Bundesliga title. But the DFB Pokal, Hamburg won that one.
Do you know, I thought you were going to be stuck in this league for a while yet, but you've got that one in the bag already, haven't you?
Yeah, so I need the DFB Pokal. Hamburg won that one. If you think about it, they won the Bundesliga last year, then I win it the year after. So if Hamburg win the DFB Pokal here, I'll win it next year. And it would just be 2 and a bit seasons there. But I mean, I didn't get very far. Nuremberg knocked me out after extra time. And I can't even use Yamazaki as an excuse because he was there for that game. So that's just unfortunate.
Thanks for that.
You got away with that one.
there. Yeah.
So another season for me in Kaiserslautern, unless something pops up, of course. So let's have a look then. We have got 18 goals from Ristic. Of course, it would have been much higher with Yamazaki there. Kobayashvili has got 11. I mean, Miroslav Klose, only 5 goals. Might be time to think about getting another striker in again, but they give us a good amount of money. £50 million, so that's basically 28 million of that was Yamazaki anyway.
Right, yeah.
So I need a new striker, and hopefully with a new striker and maybe 1 or 2 signings around it, we could challenge for the DFB Pokal next year. That's my plan anyway. But Dad, still searching for that FA Cup. Look at these numbers.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. 55 from Roque Santa Cruz in only 48 games.
Brilliant.
15 assists.
He didn't let me down, did he?
No. Kaká probably had the best season, though, overall, if you think about from his output.
Yeah.
20 goals, 24 assists, very good. Van der Vaart, 25 assists. David Beckham, 23 assists. Wasn't even in your starting first 11. Done very well. Robbie Stockdale from right back got 16 as well.
Yeah, very good.
So, extremely
I'm pleased
good
with the way
stuff.
the teams play, but they just stepped up once. You've only got to slip it once in the FA Cup, like I said. So, yeah. Here we go again.
£47 million to
I don't think I really need to spend much money, really. So, no,
you don't. However, is there anything that might tempt us right now? Possibly.
Let's have a look then.
Because the Real Madrid job is now available.
Oh dear, oh dear. Well, I think, me personally, I'm going to jump all over that if I can.
I mean, I am thinking about doing it too.
Yeah,
I mean, it would make sense to. That job does not come up very often.
No, it don't, does it? I mean,
they've been winning the league every year.
I know I've got a good side at Man United, but this is a chance of getting into Spain and doing the job with the best team in Spain in it. You can't afford to let it go.
Let's have a look at their signings, or their players then. They got Thierry Henry up front. Very good. They also have Cristiano Ronaldo, who's, I don't know if you've heard of him. Fernando Morientes, still amazing.
Yeah.
Esteban Cambiaso's there. They've got Harry Kewell and Joe Cole. They've got a great side. Pavel Nedved's there, both of our good friends.
Yeah.
We've both been manager of Pavel Nedved.
Young Pepe.
Pepe's there. Philip Lahm as well.
I mean, he just looked really good in that, didn't he?
Yeah. Pepe, yeah. Wayne Bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, keep John Terry away.
Yeah.
I
got
very good.
first thing, I think.
Yeah. Yep, Stam's there, but he's retiring.
Ooh.
So, but yeah.
Real Madrid. It's a good side there. Yes, I'll be chucking my hat into the thing for that.
As will I. They also have £233 million to spend.
Oh, yeah.
Just to replace
I'm definitely going to go with it, yeah.
All right, well, it looks like it's going to be a fight this summer. But before we do that, we need to add a trophy to the Glory Hunter cabinet. And it's coming to me.
So an unexpected Bundesliga win levels the trophies up, meaning I also just need 3 left remaining. But that isn't going to stop me from applying for the Real Madrid job though, as we both of course have to do this. And we were both in fact invited in for interviews at the club, which meant a step closer to take a big advantage in Glory Hunter. But it was in fact Dad who was offered the unbelievable chance at Real Madrid, meaning he would leave Manchester without the FA Cup and would have to come back to England another time. However, more important movements did happen as Eric Goretz left Bayern Munich to be the Roma boss, and Carlos Bianchi left Barcelona to become the new Manchester United manager. For Bayern Munich, it's an obvious team to apply for. They are the best in the league and the best chance of winning the DFB Pokal, but the Barcelona team is still decent. However, there are some weaknesses there. Their team is slightly still aging, and although they have quality players, there's no world-class talent like Dad has at Real Madrid. They do have a whopping budget to spend too, so it makes sense to apply for both. Bayern came back almost right away, asking me for an interview, and before Barcelona even replied, they offered me the job. So I decided to take it. So while I was setting up this Bayern Munich side and bringing back a club legend while signing some old friends as we look to win the cup this season, Dad was building a mega team around Cristiano Ronaldo at Real Madrid, which did also include a returning face as well.
Whoa, what a busy summer that was. God. We both ended up with new clubs.
Yes.
Dad, you won the race, the Real Madrid job.
I did, yes. I'm pleased with
Back-to-back
that.
Champions League winner.
Yeah, I knew I had a little bit of an advantage on you with that, with the 2 Champions League. So, yeah, I'm pleased with that.
But I'm at Bayern Munich now, and I did turn down a trip to Spain myself with Barcelona.
Yeah, she did, yeah. I honestly thought you was going to come.
It was tempting. However, when you look at Barcelona's team, it would be a bit of a project to get them anywhere close to what you've got, because I mean they've just signed Kaká, which
Really good signing.
Definitely intrigued me. Don't get me wrong. £69 million as well is a bargain. However, the rest of their like good players are all quite 33, 34.
Yeah.
If I don't win it in 1 or 2 years, it could be a bit of a rebuild going on. Will I pay for that mistake? But the way I looked at it was, well, I could win the DFB Pokal right now, then I've only got Spain to go. That's all I've got left.
I mean, I'm looking at it thinking, I gotta pray then, because you can't. If I go to Real Madrid, which I am at Real Madrid, and I win both as well,
Yeah.
and then I leave, you can't take my job.
I can't. No.
And you've just turned down Barcelona, so they're not going to approach you again. That's the way I'm looking at it. So you could struggle in Spain.
I
You
could
struggle.
I might have to find something really small.
Yes.
But then the Bayern Munich job doesn't come up very often either.
No, you got to look at it that way as well. So
You know, the manager of I think it was Manchester United took the Bayern Munich job.
Or the other way around, sorry, Bayern Munich took Manchester United job. So it's the manager merry-go-round happened.
I'm saying Barcelona, you turn Barcelona down, they won't come sniffing again round you. But if you was to win your league, your cup, and say the Champions League as well, and the Barcelona job came available, they'd be silly not to sign you.
Yes, that's it, yeah.
So...
Because I started well.
Things that can happen, innit?
I mean, if you're looking at the Bayern Munich side I already had, unbelievable, and I thought there's one name that's missing that I need to bring back. That was Ronaldinho. I mean, you had a lovely little connection with him at Bayern Munich.
Did.
He moved to Chelsea, my former club, to try and disrupt you while you were there. And I thought, let's bring him back, and because this team just had a Ronaldinho-shaped hole there.
Yeah.
I also brought through Joseph Yobo at the back. Looked like a good player to bring in at this point. And Steven Gerrard, also from Chelsea.
What was he doing at Chelsea? That's a good signing.
Yeah.
That's a good signing.
So the second time I've signed Steven Gerrard, a Liverpool legend, but this time at Bayern Munich, 29 years of age. I took a chance on him when he was young. Now I'm bringing him back. The other two signings, I needed a better goalkeeper, so I signed this man, who is a new gen and looks fantastic, by the way.
Good, yeah.
Gelson Mountodo. And then Tim Bowden, £1.1 million, because I was looking for a right back. What a bargain that is. For 1.1 million, only 19 years of age.
19, very good.
So he's actually played a couple of games as well. He's good at free kicks too. But yeah, there we go. So the signings that I have made, I mean, really steps up this Bayern Munich side to. I don't know how we can not win the DFB Pokal.
I'm only looking at your strike force and wow.
Yeah. Raul up front with Shevchenko, who's put out to the wing. But I mean, he's still unbelievable out there. Aymar and Riquelme in behind him, which is great. Ronaldinho on the left, Steven Gerrard in behind. Grazinho, who I think you signed while you were here. Or you signed Pereira, actually. And then Grazinho was already there. Because Julian Pereira, you can see he's been there for a while. I remember you signing him when you were here. So I got great signings. You signed Day for them. I brought in Yobo. He's going to pop in here in that play-making wing-back. So, yeah, this is an exciting side. And I'm already behind my Kaiserslautern team, who have played a game more, but I have won all 4 games so far. I've also beaten Freiburg, 16-0 in the first round of the DFB Pokal, while playing some of my second-choice team. But then the season started well. Nuremberg 3-0, 3-1, Leverkusen, Osnabrück 4-0, Hertha Berlin 2-0. It's all about the DFB Pokal, though. And I got St. Pauli in the next round. Should go through. They're in the Bundesliga too.
Yeah.
So looking at the signings then, you went and did the unthinkable.
Yes.
After Wayne Bridge joined, just...
I did say I was going to do it, didn't I? My first signing?
Yeah.
John Terry. He looked at me and went, really?
Oh, lock your wife up, Wayne Bridge. John Terry is here. Good signing, other than that. Maicon, he was at Arsenal, £69 million.
Right back to a right wing back, wherever I want to play him at to a
For a defender, he's amazing at everything other than tackling. Crazy, isn't it? Then, I mean, you've got Bringetti from Deportivo, £108 million. So he's a new gen who's come through. Left-sided, right-sided. You can do both.
See exactly where I think the weakness is at Real Madrid at the moment.
Yep.
In the defence.
Yep. Dawson, who can do everything.
There you go.
He's very good.
One who sort of helps me out in all the defensive areas. So really good squad player.
They use his school photo by the
it does look
the looks of it. Then we've got Donati, who's weakening Deportivo La Coruña side.
Really, that was one of their best players, and I needed a sort of player to fit into that left-hand side. So I thought, right, I'm going to take their best player.
And then bringing back Roberto Carlos.
Yeah, I mean, I just couldn't help myself. I needed another left back. And I just thought, well, I'll go back to United and get my mate.
Yeah, who of course was signed from Real Madrid to go to United, so went back to the same club. Now, you got 3 at the back formation. John Terry is in the team. Wayne Bridge is out.
He shot away from the training ground. As soon as he seen John walk in, he was gone.
Yeah, so
I mean, you see where his wife was.
You've got an unbelievable bench.
Yes.
So Donati's there, Maicon, but Pepe, Lam is obviously already at the side. Cambiasso, Elmander is in the team. Very good player in that free role. Omri, Kjol and Cristiano Ronaldo as your front 3.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it. I'm thinking, should I put Cristiano Ronaldo in the centre? But he doesn't play that position. If you look at that screen there, I mean, we all know
doesn't play that, but yeah.
So I'm going to leave it as it is. Let them all fight it out, really. and just see, hopefully, this season be done and dusted all in one.
Yeah.
That's what I'm praying for, really. I've made myself really hard to beat with my 3 centre defenders there, going back into a 4-4-2 in defence when we lose the ball. So
5-4-1.
Or 5-4-1, sorry. I can't count. I've only got 4 fingers now, haven't I? So, so I'm going to make it really hard to beat me, but going forward, wow.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hopefully it's going to be enough.
And you started the season well. Barcelona are currently top because they beat you in the first game of the season.
Oh, no.
Patrick Kluivert and Kaká.
That.
Kaká scored 1 minute into his debut. After signing from Euro Club.
It's early days, isn't it? They're going to slip up somewhere, Barcelona. I just hope I don't slip up anywhere.
You hope.
Yeah, and I'm scoring a lot of goals as well.
Yeah,
so.
you're not conceding a lot either.
No.
Other than that game, you've only conceded 2 goals after that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's who you're chasing. Of course, you got to win the Copa Italia, the Copa del Rey, and the Spanish First Division if you can this season. Then it's just one trophy remaining, the FA Cup. Which, if you're going back a long time viewers will remember, that's the one trophy that always stumped me as well.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
There was that 1 year where I had just the FA Cup left to win, and I could not get it over the line. But there we go. So, very interesting season. Can I get the DFB Pokal done? Can you get Spain done all in one season? Let's find out.
First up, despite playing a heavily rotated side, my Bayern Munich team defeated St. Pauli 5-0 in the third round of the DFB Pokal. But with more familiar names, we then went through to the fourth round where we defeated Freiburg 4-0 to keep our DFB Pokal run alive. While this was happening, Dad's Real Madrid were battling hard against what turned out to be a troubling Barcelona side under Oscar Ruggeri, who left Deportivo La Coruña. Speaking of which, they then gave Dad a lot of problems in the fourth round of the Copa del Rey, a trophy that Dad would have hoped to have picked up in Season 1 with Real Madrid. But as Dad pulled a late goal back through Nedved to send the game into extra time, Deportivo continued their attack and found a winner, knocking him out of the competition in the fourth round. While Dad was exiting the competition, I was putting my Bayern side into the semi-final of the DFB Pokal in Germany with a big 6-2 win over Werder Bremen. The semi-final was our test as Schalke then came prepared and even levelled the scoring at 1-1, but we still found a late winner to take us to the final. Before that, back in Spain, despite Dad losing the chance of winning the cup, the La Liga trophy was definitely still on, and some big wins at the back end of the season against the likes of Valencia and Deportivo helped. But the most important win for Dad was a 4-0 smashing of Barcelona, because without this, Dad wouldn't have been ending the season with a trophy. As they took Dad's Real Madrid side all the way to the final day of the season and finished on 102 points, and just behind Dad, who picks up the La Liga title. I also won the Bundesliga in back-to-back years, this time with my Bayern Munich side, and finished unbeaten as well. And we even reached the UEFA Champions League final against my old Juventus team in what was a boring game that finished 0-0 and went to a penalty shootout, in which we finally won when Matondo made the third save. Thankfully, the DFB Pokal final did include some goals, although the first was again from the penalty spot. But Bochum, our opponent, wasn't up for getting destroyed, and they scored a wonderful equaliser, only for us to crush their hearts with a goal from Steven Gerrard from a near post corner.
Well, Steven Gerrard, what a signing. Won me the DFB Pokal. 2-1 against Bochum.
Yeah.
It's a close one, to be fair. But we've got Germany complete.
Yeah, you have.
Not only that, we've won the treble.
Yes.
Defeating Juventus, my old side, in the final, which means they've got to the final quite a lot since I was there. And then, of course, we also won the Bundesliga for a second time in a row. My poor Kaiserslautern team dropped down quite a bit, but we beat their result last year by 2 points. Yeah, 2 points, going and being joined 3. So they were like, yeah, we're record holders for a year. Until we obviously came around and done it. So, that is Germany complete.
Oh, well.
Which means I've just got Spain to go.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like Barcelona's going to come back because they've had a good year.
Don't think so. They've had a good year, which has cost me. You already know.
Okay, so goals-wise, Shevchenko and Raquelme, both with Raul, all three with 27.
Yeah, really good.
unbelievable. 27 as well, same assist for Pablo Aimar. I'm going to miss this team. It was a very great year. But there isn't anything really that I've got to go to just yet. I'm really hoping manager merry-go-round will happen.
Yes.
The Barcelona manager decides to go to Bayern Munich.
That could still happen. Yeah, that could still happen.
Right, so you got the Spanish league done.
Yes, I did. I think just 2 points, but yeah.
Barcelona drawing too many games. 1-1.
I knew it was going to be a tight one, but out of the two of the League and Cup, I think that could have possibly been the hardest one, because it looks like Barcelona could be a good side again.
Yeah.
So I've just got up there. I don't slip up again like I've been slipping up in the Cups.
Yeah, you scored 166 goals, which is mental. And you conceded 26 when they conceded 20.
I mean, that's really good. That's why they're up there as well. When he conceded 20 goals, that's really good. So.
Ronaldo was top scorer as well with 39. So
yeah, and I was a bit worried of him being out on the right-hand side. So something to think about.
But Barcelona, they've just won the cup. They beat Deportivo La Coruña, who knocked you out.
Knocked me out, yeah.
At the quarterfinals or the fourth round? Fourth round.
Yeah.
After extra time.
After extra time, yeah. It's a bad result for me. It's cost me.
Yeah.
So, but then Barcelona got to the final, so I might not have won that game, same as they didn't there. So, yeah, I mean, when you get to the final and one of the other big teams has been knocked out, you should win it, and that's what Barcelona have done.
Yeah. So, another season still in Spain for you, which, I mean, it holds you off a little bit longer. It's just frustrating for me because I need more of a manager merry-go-round to happen. 53 goals, 26 assists from Cristiano Ronaldo in just 49 games. That's generally what the numbers used to be like when he was at this club.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Around this era, because we are now, we are 10 seasons in. No. Yeah, 10 seasons in. So this, if you think about it, would be 2011.
Yeah.
In real life, that's what Cristiano Ronaldo used to do.
Yeah, definitely.
Around that time.
He's good.
Harry Kewell, 29. Fernando Morientes, 25. Same as Almanda. Thierry Henry, 23. Unbelievable. Maicon, 27 assists, but Philip Lam got 30. Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy stuff.
I mean, it's all to go for now, really, isn't it?
Only got £300 million.
How do you improve that side?
Yeah.
How do I improve that side? That's the thing, isn't it?
That is a joke.
So I got 2 trophies, but mine are 2 cups.
Yeah.
You got 2 trophies now, haven't you?
Yeah, I got 2 trophies, both Spain.
Yeah.
Just need to complete Spain. So we've got to add another trophy to the Retro Glory Hunter cabinet, and again, it's coming my way. Well, actually, you got one too.
I got the league.
With the league, you got the league as well. But things are really heating up. I'd say you're still in a position at the minute of power because you're in the job where you need a trophy.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
And the problem is, the one country that you got to go to, I'm already there with the best team.
That's it. That's it.
And I ain't going anywhere, not with 300 million to spend.
So make sure you subscribe so you do not miss the next episode of the Retro Glory Hunter, because it's getting really close now. Just 2 trophies each. Let's add them to our cabinet.
That switch to Real Madrid was a big advantage, but will he regret wasting a second season in Spain as he now chases that Copa del Rey? As I finally finished Germany with my DFB Pokal final win, and only one destination remaining, as we again are both level with 2 trophies remaining. But we then had the dream job appear, Real Madrid, and of course both of us had to apply. However, they chose Dad to be their new manager, while I then turned down the Barcelona role to take over at Bayern Munich, completing Germany by finally lifting the DFB Pokal, while Dad won the La Liga but not the Copa del Rey, which means trophy wise it is neck and neck as we both have 2 trophies remaining, but who has the advantage? Because I'm now leaving Bayern Munich needing a job in Spain, while Dad is already in Spain but still needs to go back to England to win the FA Cup. And the manager merry-go-round wasn't in my favour as the Fiorentina boss took over at Bayern Munich, the Kaiserslautern boss went to Italy at Fiorentina, and the Bochum manager went to Kaiserslautern. So while Dad was spending another £300 million to try and win the Copa del Rey, I was on the sidelines without a job yet again.
Well, Dad, you're still at Real Madrid, obviously chasing that Copa del Rey.
Yeah, I can't get hold of it, can I?
No, and I can't get hold of a club. Nothing's come up. I've only got Spain to go, which is going to be very difficult because the only position really that's going to come up really until the end of the year is going to be the bottom half.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, one of the top teams on there, so you can't even take that if I resign.
Yeah.
So it's good news.
It's the top 4 that I'm looking at right now as clubs I'd want to go to. There's a couple that I'm like, I wouldn't mind. Real San Sebastian, they've got Xabi Alonso. They did have. They might not have anymore. He might have gone, to be honest, so might not even be an option now. Celta Vigo hasn't got a bad team either. They've got some good players, but not amazing ones. But it's your Valencias, your La Coruñas, and of course Barcelona, who I need to ideally come up, or else I stand no chance at all. So that's kind of where I'm looking. But where you are situated, Dad, you're just chasing that cup before you then have to go back to England. That's my only saving grace, is that you got to go back, and it's for another cup.
Yeah, I know,
Leagues are easy, cups aren't.
Well, I proved that we were already with Man United, and I won a couple of the leagues, but that FA Cup's just out of grasp at the moment for me. So.
Yeah. So, players coming in, haven't sold any, but it says 301 million. It's not because you got a couple of players there from last season. But your big signings, you've got David from Leeds, who looks like an excellent Spanish striker there.
100%, yeah. I mean, he's a winger as well, but I think he's mainly a striker as well, to be honest.
Yeah, that 19 finishing, everything about him screams a good striker.
17 as well, yeah.
Then you've got Ashley Cole, 32 million.
Good left back. Whether he gets in the first team, I don't know, but good cover.
Yeah, absolutely. Gattuso. Some big names here.
Yeah, it's good big names. Big player as well. He's a good player.
Yeah.
I mean, look at all the yellows on there. There's a few 20s in there as well. So, yeah, he's a good midfielder.
Aggression of 20? That doesn't sound like Gattuso.
Yeah.
Absolutely
His work rate's 20 as well, so that's really good.
Yeah, and then we've got Gabriel Coca, who I think you signed to begin with at Manchester United when you were there.
That's right, yeah.
So, again, another good midfielder, another good centre defensive
I'm just
midfielder.
really strengthened my defence up, I feel, and my midfield, and I've got a good striker in, so I'm good, really good, strong squad now, I feel.
Yeah, you've locked in Cristiano in the shadow striker role.
Yeah.
It's a position he doesn't play.
I know he doesn't play in that position. He plays out in the wings, and I was getting good service out of him. But I just feel I'll put him on a training session in that position and let him just stay there. I reckon it'll pay off. We know what good he is. We know, everybody knows he'll play that position.
Yeah,
he likes that position, coming in beyond the striker, balls coming into the box. All he wants to do is score goals. That's what he'll do for me in this position, I think. All
right, maybe it's a risk, but I'm interested to see how it plays out. If we do the best 11 pick without him. But with that, it still takes him out anyway. But Elmander, I mean, you probably see that in going straight in there anyway.
Yeah, I mean, Elmander is just as good as well, but I just want...
Which means Elmander will probably drift out to the right.
Yeah.
He's a better
That's what I'm
player
hoping,
than
really.
Nedved
Them two would just swap, really.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, well... As it started well, you're top of the league, it must have. You've dropped 2 points, and that was against Barcelona away from home. And he scored in that.
Yeah.
So it's paying off, it must be. You're scoring some goals too. I mean, 8-0, 4-0, 5-1, 5-1, another 8-1. The only trouble is, Dad, don't matter.
No, it don't.
Don't matter until you get to the Copa del Rey games. So he's still got a long way before that happens.
The good thing is the spirit's high in the camp, and... I'm scoring goals, which Cristiano Ronaldo's got to be in amongst all that as well. So as long as he don't get injured, I'll be
his name's
happy.
Popping around for sure. But you say that the spirits are high. There's a long way to go until get to January.
It is, yeah, I know, yeah. So fingers crossed, I don't get any bad injuries as well.
All right, well, fingers crossed. I also find a job, because else this is going to be a very boring season for me watching Dad try and win the Copa del Rey. My break in management went on a lot longer than I had hoped for, while no jobs appeared in Spain outside of relegation candidates. And during that period, I had to continue to watch Dad, as his Real Madrid side made it to the quarterfinals against Deportivo La Coruña and needed extra time to advance in a 3-1 win in the Copa del Rey. This meant he went to a semi-final two-legged tie with David O'Leary's Valencia, and it was not a good time for Dad's Real Madrid side, as they lost 2-0 in Valencia at the Mestalla in the away leg. In the second leg at home, Dad was confident of overturning the deficit. That was until Valencia scored first, and by then it was all but over. Real Madrid did pull one back, but it was another failed season at the Copa del Rey. Unfortunately for me, despite Dad winning the league with 37 points and 1 draw, as well as the Champions League against Chelsea, Barcelona reached the final of the Spanish Cup and kept their manager this summer. In fact, there was zero movement in the manager market all across Europe. So Dad was to have another free crack at the Copa del Rey, while I was still sat waiting out another season, bringing in 4 players for another £336 million, including my old goalkeeper at Bayern Munich, a world-class centre-back, and Ian Robben from Manchester United. And this season, Dad defeated Getafe 4-0 in the 3rd round, Racing Santander 3-0 in the 4th round, Real Oviedo 5-0 in the quarter-final of the Copa del Rey, but then it was his old friend David O'Leary again in the semi-final. And despite Dad taking a 2-goal lead, Valencia won the first leg 4-2, which meant another big task in the second leg just to get to the final, in which Real Madrid failed once again, only winning 1-0, which wasn't enough.
I've sat out 2 seasons now. I've given you an absolute gift. You could have had this done and dusted.
Yeah. I'm just so annoyed it's the League Cups that go holding me back. But
semi-final by Valencia, who went on to win.
I mean, I only lost 1 game the whole season, and then I lost in the semi-final. So it was,
well, you also lost to my Kaiserslautern side in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Which is annoying, Champions League, because Barcelona won that. I could really do with them not winning things, to be honest.
That stops you from getting a job there, doesn't it?
Yeah. The only, I guess, saving grace is that their manager is seen upon as quite good, and maybe a managing job will come up that will try and take him. I don't know, because right now there's only 2 jobs available. I'm not going to go for either of them. Zaragoza in the 1st division, they finished 16th place. I ain't signing for Zaragoza. I'm sorry. If you're a Zaragoza fan, this is their best player. There's no way I'm going to be able to win the league or the cup with this team.
No.
I'm better off just sitting and waiting, and just hopefully something will come up within the other top 3 clubs. And you ain't doing me any favours either, really, because the longer you're there, the Real Madrid job is completely unavailable.
That's right. So there's not going to be the merry-go-round. It's not going to happen, is it, at the moment?
So we carry on waiting yet again, but I mean, just like last season, you had another great year in terms of domestic league. I mean, David has been a great signing for you. He's been the top scorer.
Yeah, so David, great striker. He has scored 37 goals with Cristiano Ronaldo, 28 goals.
And Robben, 28 as well.
Yeah, I can't knock that, really. So, I mean, I knew they would be scoring goals. I'd only lost 1 game, so the defence hadn't done too bad, really.
No.
So look at the draw in it, and you come up against one of these teams, and they'll do you. And Valencia done me.
Yeah, £187 million to spend. I don't know where you're going to do it.
I don't know. I could easily not buy a single player and still possibly, but where you look at it, I could still win the league probably, couldn't I?
Yeah. You only lost 1 game. It's the last game of the season, by the way. La Coruña. Last game of the season, stopping you from going completely unbeaten with 134 goal difference. All right, well, hopefully I can carry on playing soon. Can I play? Please? Can a job please come up in the Spanish division? That would be great.
Finally this summer, big clubs sacked their managers, with 3 coming from Italy alone. Marcelo Bielsa of Boca Juniors took over the Inter Milan job, however, and the Oviedo manager Fernando Vasquez moved to Napoli. But my new best friend Oscar Ruggeri moved to take over Lazio from Barcelona. This left both Barcelona and Mallorca available in Spain, and just to be safe, I applied for both. And with the season drawing close, they were really quick to invite me in for interviews on the same day. Thankfully for me, Barcelona even offered me the job, and of course, I was overjoyed to take it, with a £242 million transfer budget to spend and 1 month before the season begins. So with us spending £600 million between Barcelona and Real Madrid, this is going to be a very interesting season, as Dad needs to continue to dominate the league to stop me from winning it, which makes the early El Clasico fixture between us in August very important.
God bless Oscar Ruggeri for taking the Lazio job. Thank you, my friend.
I just can't believe that he's left Barcelona to go to Lazio. Nothing against you Lazio fans or anything like that, but come on, mate.
But Lazio in this time were very good,
best team, and then just won the Champions League as well.
Yeah, that means he's done and dusted, done everything that he needs to do there. He's been there for a while.
The league is on there.
Oh, yeah, but he had won it before that.
Yeah.
If you think he's been Barcelona for 3 years, actually I don't think he has. He's done great, but he's took the Lazio job.
I was just feeling safe while you were out of a job or just couldn't get the Barcelona job. I thought, I'm safe while you can't get that Barcelona job.
Well, it was that on Mallorca.
And when it popped up, and when it popped up, I couldn't believe I've got to do it this season now.
Yeah.
Got to. I could do winning the league and the cup this season. Stop me from winning anything.
Stop you from doing anything. Yeah, I mean, this team's great as well, and I've only made it better. I mean, the transfers that I've brought in this summer have been great. I mean, I needed a goalkeeper. I brought back my old friend Carini, who surprised he wanted to sign me, considering I dropped him.
Yeah.
When I did have him for Oliver Kahn
can, if you remember correctly, when I was at Juve. But I signed my old centre-back, which you signed for Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Julian Pereira. Joe Cole has joined the club as well.
He's great on this, isn't
He's
he?
unbelievable.
Yeah, I looked at him as well, yeah.
Look at that. And of course, Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Oh,
Legend.
nice signing.
36 million. But the big
signed for
one
United, didn't I?
was £101 million for Noah Fernandes. I needed another striker. We've got a few good options.
Yeah.
But I'm going two up front, and I've got a couple of Asian strikers. Obviously, Patrick Kluivert is one of the best strikers of this generation. He's still around. He's like 36. So we're going for the 4-2-2. You can see he still gets in the team. 36 years of age, still looks great, doesn't he?
Actual fitness 17, so he's still got it.
Yeah, so he's still holding on for now. But Romano is already at the club, so he is the number one striker, which means my £100 million striker is sat on the bench. But Kaká's out on the right. I'm buzzing that. I'll get to manage Kaká. Fantastic. Finally get to do that. Agahawa's there as well. He's been around a few clubs that we've been at, Barcelona being one of them. But this team's phenomenal. It's a very good team, so I'm happy with that.
Joe Cole's running the team.
Even Igor Biscan's here. I remember my cousin was a Liverpool fan. He used to sing, "Don't blame it on Oncho. Don't blame it on Carragher. Don't blame it on Hupia. Blame it on Biscan, Biscan, Biscan." What a song. What a song. He used to take a lot of flack, did Igor Biscan, but there he is. He's a good player here. So I'm happy with this. Even the bench is good as well. So we've started off the season quite well. Fixture schedule, we're top of the league. 6 wins from 6. Good sign. Just won the Champions League. We also beat Manchester United in the Super Cup. We are playing very well. We're scoring a lot of goals.
Yeah, you are, yeah.
We've even beaten Real Madrid.
Kaká getting an hat-trick, mate.
A Kaká hat-trick. Great start to the season.
That's not good for me.
No.
That isn't good for me.
All I need to do is a domestic double, and this glory hunter is over.
I'd hate it if you do that while I'm still at Real Madrid.
Well, let's see. Because you've bought very well this summer, I must admit. Because the signings that you have brought in, some big ones too. Thomas Tross from Fiorentina is just a good option for both flanks there.
Yeah,
so
good cover.
Left and right back, natural, very good. Leandro Gershling, who... Great winger, again, 24 years of age, £100 million. Kaskini from Werder Bremen looks like a decent striker, 6'2". Not amazing. Good option,
It's not
though.
amazing, but I've just really improved the squad.
For 24 million, that's a bargain.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Then these two massive signings. So Ahmed Ismail, £122 million for a right back. But again, a good one. And then we've got Dimitris Akritidis.
Yeah.
Shadow striker.
Shadow striker.
One of the best in the world.
Yeah, probably. I'm looking at it and sort of I can lock him in that position and let Cristiano Ronaldo do whatever he wants to do, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, you're going wild with the tactic.
Yeah,
a 3 at the back with no centre midfielder.
Yeah, I've done the defensive side of it and trying to sort of defend and play. It's not working. I'm going to go full out attack, put all my big guns going forward, and then just out of possession, get everybody back as quick as I can.
Yeah, I mean, what's clever about this is you're going to see the inverted wing backs. You've got 2 inverted wing backs who we know can play CDM.
Yeah.
And are good on the ball. I mean, Lamb, they only given him 13 for passing. It was more than 13.
Yeah,
he was a very good player.
Yeah.
And Dawson can actually play naturally at CDM, so his passing's even worse, to be fair. But if you're looking at it in terms of like where they will be on the pitch, when you're going like further up, like, you can see the inverted wing backs act as those centre midfielders anyway. So you've got options in that centre midfield. It's just their starting position would be wide, which, to be honest, isn't bad, actually. I'm quite intrigued to see how this tactic does. I quite like the setup of it, but we'll see. Obviously, we know you lost against me, so it can't be that good. But the rest of the games, you've done quite well. 5-0, 4-1, 5-0, 4-0.
Yeah, I mean, coming up to you, I'd only conceded 1 goal.
Yeah.
And then you post 4 past me. So, up to your game, I was happy with that. Only conceding the 1 goal. Doing really well. I've just got to hope that it was at your place. You got to come to my place. I could possibly beat you at my place, and it could be sort of who does a better league during the season. Really, I've got to stop you from winning the league. That's
it. The league is more relevant to you now. Last 2 seasons, it's meant nothing.
That's right. Yeah. So
it means everything now.
I've got to try and keep you from winning it, and also try and win the cup as well at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's game on.
So if you do the domestic double, that puts you in the driving seat, technically, with 1 trophy left to find. But you got to find the club.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Whereas that you've been in the driving seat because I haven't had a club. Here it is.
I'm gutted. I'm absolutely gutted. I mean, if I can do the double as well, I'll set a merry-go-round going definitely, and I'm just going to hope that someone big leaves an English side.
Yeah.
And I'm going to leave whoever takes over the Real Madrid side, providing I do leave. I'm going to leave them a very, very good squad, so it could still be hard for you, even though I'm not there.
Yeah. Football, eh? Sir Alex Ferguson once said.
Yeah.
Glory hunter, eh?
I love it.
This is
what I like about Glory Hunter.
Yeah,
when
the
it gets
drama.
down to the nitty-gritty, when there's only a couple left.
Comes down to the final 2 trophies with both of us at Real Madrid and Barcelona. Who takes the advantage? Imagine if we both do not win the League or Cup. Surely not. Let's find out what happens. What I could have done without this season was Cristiano Ronaldo being as good as what he has been, as there was a time where he was dominating every player statistic outside of clean sheets, which was also going to Dad's goalkeeper. But I was still right there behind him in the league, ready for him to slip up at any point. The reason Dad got ahead of me in the first place is thanks to a 4-0 win in the second El Clasico match in January at the Bernabeu. In the Spanish Cup, however, Dad finally avoided Valencia and got to the semi-final, where the first leg was a massive 6-1 win over Real Sociedad. So with him all but in the final already, I had to hope that I could beat him there. But I unfortunately drew the short straw of David O'Leary's Valencia in the semi-final, and they defeated me 2-1 at home in the first leg. And in the second leg, David O'Leary's genius struck again, defeating my Barcelona side 3-1 to advance 5-2 on aggregate to meet Dad in the final of the Copa del Rey. Luckily for me, my season wasn't over just yet because our league form was excellent and we kept the pressure on Dad. But it was that man David O'Leary stirring the pot again, as he beat Dad in the league this time, only for him to drop 2 more points against Deportivo La Coruña thanks to a very late equaliser and because of a howler from the goalkeeper. And those were the 5 points that were needed to overtake Dad and lift the La Liga title in our first season. Dad, of course, had the Copa del Rey final to play against Valencia, though, who took the lead and doubled it to make it 2-0 just before half-time. The comeback was on, and it was Ronaldo who scored from the penalty spot to make it 2-1, and Cristiano Ronaldo again, whose header at the back post levelled things up, sending the match into extra time. Where in the 120th minute, seconds away from a penalty shootout, Harry Kewell cut the ball back, and a winner was scored as Dad finally completes Spain to lift the Copa del Rey. Spain, done and dusted for you.
Let's go.
So lucky in that final
Cristiano
too.
Ronaldo done me a treat there, didn't he? Eh? Relied on him right to the end.
Very late goals and then a 120th minute winner.
Yes. Thank you very much. Adios.
I really thought David O'Leary was going to do me a big favour there.
Nearly done me again, didn't he?
Not Zinedine Zidane, Mustafa Zidane is up front there. And Elmander, hilariously, your old player.
Yeah.
I really thought, we were going to be in with a...
It goes to show that tactic is more of an attacking tactic rather than defending a league tactic. Really.
Yeah,
So,
considering, I mean, there was a season not so long ago where you only conceded like 13 goals or whatever it was. Not this time round, you conceded 20. Only one more than me.
Yeah.
But
I just
4
drew 2
points.
games.
Yeah,
That's
4
what done
points
me.
at the top.
Yeah.
Champions, 1 down, 1 to go. But it goes to the
gutted.
final time now.
One
The
cup
final
each.
trophy. It's a race.
Yeah, how often have we done this? I can't believe it.
And both of them are cups as well, which makes it...
Yeah. It does make it harder.
So much
I'm hoping that you'll
unpredictable.
struggle the same as what I just did trying to get out of this cup. But I am really worried because you are in one of the best. There's only going to be 2 teams I feel that wins this
Yeah.
in that league.
Hilariously, I
And you're at one of them.
lost to Valencia in the semi-final too.
Valencia again.
It's
so-
not like you knocked me out either.
Yeah.
Valencia did.
So Valencia, I got to hope Valencia do it again for me next season.
Yeah.
But,
It's sacking David O'Leary anytime soon, are they? What a legend. He's doing
he's
another
done so
in
well
this.
there, isn't he? But I've just got to know, fingers crossed, and then start a merry-go-round with resigning from Real Madrid.
Yeah, I think you might have to because as glance at the jobs, there isn't anything at the minute.
No.
59 goals, 26 assists from our good friend Cristiano Ronaldo there.
Legend.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Demetrius got 31 and 26 as well. 29 and 28 for Iron Robin. 24 and 21 for David. The 5th player to get 20 goals or more is this guy here. So that's unbelievable. Donati's even get 22 assists. I mean, so many.
Yeah, brilliant. What a squad. I just got whoever takes this squad over can keep it going. and win everything.
Yeah. There is one job that might tickle your fancy. Everton.
I'm looking at, because it's the only job available at the moment. I might hang around. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they are rich.
They are rich.
They're going to give me a good budget.
They've got some, I would say, quality players as well. There's a reason why they've sacked their manager for finishing in 11th.
Yeah, that's worrying. That's the only thing that worries me, really.
Well, no, that's a good sign. They sacked him, which means
Yeah, but what I mean,
they expect better.
We're saying they've got a good squad, good players, but they finished 11th. That worries me.
Yeah, but that's why they've sacked him. That's what I'm trying to say.
I know what you're saying.
They've got a better team than what's being
So he's
suggested.
not a good manager then?
Exactly. They need a good manager to come in. They got Phil Neville, Dad. Come on.
Oh, that's what I mean. When I looked down through the squad, I was all right until I got down to Phil Neville.
I mean, Keegan Parker,
Yeah.
very good on this. They've got Ivica Olic. I used to love Ivica Olic. He's very good. They've got some quality players, to be honest.
Yeah.
So
I'm not
who
denying
knows?
that. It could be one.
Look at this guy.
It could. I mean, that is a really good striker, really, isn't it? That's something you can work with, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, I can go one up front, and he's the one player that I'll go up front. If I go two, I better have another one in there that I can use. So, I'm looking at it. It's tempting. So there's not many jobs that Inter Milan is another big club it might just pull someone away
else.
from the Premier League.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I don't know yet. I'll have a think.
All right, well, my Barcelona team, let's have a look at the statistics this year. Not as many goals, but I did still have 5 players over 20. So Noah Fernandes, Kaká, Roberto Romano, Patrick Kluivert still, but he is leaving.
Yeah.
He's going to Lazio.
That's good news for me.
And Julius Agahawa is also going as well. He's not going as well. He just did really well too. But I've got £370 million and £1.4 million in the wages to replace Patrick Kluivert.
400 million then, isn't it, really?
Yeah. So hopefully I can do that this summer while Dad struggles to find a
I think you already
job.
bought his replacement last season, to be honest with you.
That's true, yeah. And Zlatan's on the bench.
Yeah.
So we've got options. So let's see what this summer is all about. Could this be the final summer of the Retro Glory Hunter? It took a lot longer than he had hoped, but Dad finally crossed off the Copa del Rey and has just got the FA Cup to go. But the pressure is on because I just need one trophy remaining as well after the league title win, and I'm at the best club to complete the challenge. So Dad needs to leave Real Madrid, but the big question is to go where? And that's what's troubling him. He did decide to apply for Everton and was brought in for an interview, and he made the big risk of accepting the job offer from them too. While they did have some talented game-winning players, this is certainly far from the best teams in the league. Everton gave Dad a good budget, however, and no other clubs came up in the Premier League looking for a manager, and he found some bargain players that might have me slightly worried now. Make no mistake though, I continue to make my Barcelona team as strong as I possibly can as I look to complete it all this season. But you took a gamble, and
Yes.
you've gone with Everton.
I was getting worried. There was nothing else coming up, and to be honest with you, I cannot afford to be without a team in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So it was a case of just jump in there quickly and just try and make the squad better than what it is. Like, I had a good big budget to work with. Try and put a combination in there that sort of is going to work to win a cup, I feel.
Yeah.
I've done that in Spain. I know what I could do, really, so fingers crossed. Nothing else is coming up.
No. Let's have a look at some of the players that you've brought in. Jimmy Wong is a great name. 15 finishing for a centre-back.
It's not bad,
is it? 5'9", but 18 jumping reach.
Yep.
I've never seen a new gen like that. That's absolutely ridiculous. Then we've got João Ilhakas, who's
There's
a very good striker.
When we looked at it, I said we're getting another striker in. That's the one.
God, he is good. Kano Shima looks quite good at right back. Stilian Petrov has joined.
Yep.
Then you've got Shaquille Femina, who's another good centre midfielder. Scott Weir Lilly. So there were a few players who did leave the club that you can see here, but nobody...
No big names, really.
Yeah, none of the big names.
Yeah.
You also brought in Gennaro Gattuso.
Yes.
£8 million.
Need a strong midfielder.
Yeah, that's the second time you signed
He
him.
was probably the highest sort of... what do you call him? Sort of...
Reputation?
Reputation, yeah, probably. Player that would come to Everton.
Yeah.
The other players that I was asking some big names to come in. They just were not interested in coming to Everton.
Yeah. You've got
Really.
Cedric van der Gun as well. Lucas Castroman is another player. And you're setting them up in a 4-2-2. Very similar to mine, in fact.
Yeah.
And if we're looking at it in terms of the best 11 pick, you got your 2 strikers up there. That's very good.
That's what I was trying to do, get them two. And I feel the centre midfield boys there, they are solid. That's such a good midfield, really.
Yeah.
So those 4 alone, I feel, could possibly win me the FA Cup.
You've even got Wesley Sneijder on the bench. I mean, he's an attacking midfielder, so you don't really play that position. But he's only 3 stars, so like you're missing out on your best player on the pitch. Start of the season, I mean, it's a good sign, to be honest. Lost against Ipswich away from home and lost against Tottenham, but you've beaten the likes of Liverpool 4-1.
That's a hell of a result.
Yeah.
Hell of a result for Everton, really. So, yeah, everybody's happy with me now. I'm sort of... The first couple of results, I'm not too worried about. Losing to Ipswich, all right, yeah. But it's a new team, the new system they're working with. Let's see how it goes. Then a 2-0, 4-0, I was quite happy with. So,
and of course, the season doesn't start until January.
Until January, yeah. So when I do start getting in front, I do score a lot of goals. So
yeah,
I've got a right sort of formation going, ready, the right tactic playing with to score goals. So all I need is that little bit of luck my way and a little bit of bad luck your way.
Yeah, well, Marco Morelos is the guy who took over from your job. He was the Sunderland manager.
Yes,
Didn't have that on the books.
Just did not create that merry-go-round that I needed from the Premier League.
No, because Sunderland were not a good club last season. So if you're looking at it, last season, Sunderland only finished 2 positions above Everton.
Where I really needed one of the top 4 managers to go out.
I don't think you really missed out. To be honest, no other big Premier League clubs came up.
No, they didn't.
So I think the risk, when you said you were going to apply for it, I was like, ooh, I don't think you missed out. I think the Sunderland side is not better than yours.
No.
Definitely not. And I think you've recruited better. So, yeah, fair play.
It's the
best club you could have got.
It's the one chance I had, and I've had to take it. So,
yeah.
And I've started quite well, really. Second in the league behind Man United. So hopefully it carries on like that. But
I've weakened Man United, speaking of them. I signed one of their centre midfielders, Adilson, who looks quite good. Liska has joined the club as well, so there's £69 million. But then there's another silly amount of players who have come in, including Michael Owen.
Yeah.
I had to get him.
I mean, it's done me a favour because that makes Liverpool a hell of a lot.
That's true.
But
I gave him a lot of money for him, though.
I know you did,
20 natural fitness for a 33-year-old. Michael Owen. Do you remember that guy, Michael Owen? He got loads of injuries and then couldn't really run when he was at Real Madrid and pass. Not in this universe. 33 would have already retired by then, I think.
And acceleration is massive. Look, still 19.
Still 19.
Yeah.
One of the best strikers in the game. We've also got Tim Bowden, £107 million for one of the world's best right backs. Christian Francois, £105 million, whatever it was, for a good left midfielder. So we are set up for a very good season here. In our 4-2-2, the one that won us the league last year. We just got to win the cup this year. Francois goes in, Bowden goes in. This looks like a very good team for us this season. And we're starting off the season incredibly well. We have lost 5-0 to Valencia, though.
He's done it again, hasn't he?
David O'Leary is a menace.
What a legend that boy is.
As long as I avoid David O'Leary's Valencia in the cup.
I needed him to go all the way.
God, it's the only goal I actually conceded.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it was 5.
Yeah. I won 4-0, 2-0, 8-0, 4-0, 3-0, 4-0. Lost 5-0. What? What happened that day? That was mental. But anyway, my season also doesn't start until January when we enter the cup either. So let's find out if one of us can complete Retro Glory Hunter this season. With both of our seasons starting when the cup games come through, the league games don't matter as much, but Dad was performing well nevertheless in the Premier League and certainly overperforming. Involved in one of the most exciting title races I've ever seen, as 4 clubs all sit on 60 points at the end of February. And he was still in the FA Cup thanks to a 3rd round win over Bolton and a 4th round win over Manchester City, coming from behind 1-0 down to score 3 goals in the last 10 minutes. The 4th round tie in the Copa del Rey was an away tie at Real Valladolid, in which we got through 3-0 winners. The 3rd round, by the way, we won 13-0, but it got interested in Spain from the quarterfinals onwards, as we were taken to extra time against Deportivo La Coruña after it finished 0-0 in 90 minutes, only for Santana and Noah Fernandez to score 2 goals within the next 15. This is where it could all go wrong for one of us though, because I have Valencia in the semi-finals over 2 legs, and Dad has Arsenal in the 5th round of the FA Cup. And just like they always seem to do, Valencia were once again causing trouble in the Spanish Cup, as the first leg was played in Valencia and it ends 2-0 to them, which turned out to be the same result in London when Dad travelled to face Arsenal in the FA Cup, as he was the one knocking them out of the competition. And he was rewarded with a match against Chelsea in the quarter-finals, where he scored the only goal of the game, basically from kickoff, in the first minute of the match. Dad's next match, though, the semi-final, is a one-legged tie against rivals Liverpool. However, meanwhile back in Spain, it's second leg time against Valencia, and I have to overcome the 2-0 deficit. We started the game incredibly well, not only scoring within 7 minutes, but bringing it back level just a few minutes later. And in fact, the two legs were completely different games. The first leg, Valencia frustrated us and didn't allow us any golden opportunities to score. This match was a walkover though, as we won 7-0 to secure our spot against Real Madrid in the final of the Copa del Rey. And it turns out though that both the Copa del Rey final and Dad's semi-final for the FA Cup is being played on the same day. Dad's semi-final started off first though, and it began really tight with both sides having big chances missed. But it was Dad's Everton team who would pay for that miss, because Liverpool scored the opening goal on the 40th minute mark. From there, it only got worse for Dad, as the second half saw 2 more early goals before a 4th in the 75th minute. The FA Cup dream was over, and Dad's Everton have lost 4-1, and it's all eyes to Spain. In terms of the teams, this is very much still a lot of the side that Dad left at Real Madrid last summer, but with one big name missing on the pitch. As just like in real life, Cristiano Ronaldo moved to Juventus from Real Madrid for £111 million. I almost had a fully fit side too, and Romano and Owen led my front line. But a win today will of course complete my Glory Hunter cabinet. But anything can happen in a final though. And without Ronaldo, Real Madrid were of course slightly weaker, but that didn't stop them from taking the lead in the match, with Robin finding Caschini. With the game still in the first half though, my Barcelona side troubled the Real Madrid defence and peppered the goal until finally we found the net to equalise. But this was the last goal of the 90 minutes, and the game went to extra time. This is when we finally took the lead for Julius Agahauer on the left, who was played through beautifully. That's when we took control, and when Real Madrid desperately were trying to look to score, we got a third very soon after, with Owen down the right wing, who found Kaka to find the net beautifully again. And a fourth was scored in the second half of extra time, just to make sure, once again, from Agahauer. 14 seasons it took, and for 2.5 of them we were without a job, but we finally lift our last remaining trophy required, and in doing so we complete our retro Glory Hunter cabinet. Well, Liverpool stepped in your way, Dad. 4-1 in the end.
Semi-final.
But unfortunately, retro Glory Hunter is over. We have done Real Madrid in extra time. 4-1.
Extra time.
Massive result, 4-1, but we got the job done in extra time. It was a tricky one. We did also have to face Valencia, David O'Leary's Valencia, and we absolutely done them as well. After going 2-0 down in the first leg, beating 7-0.
I bet you were worried after being 2-0 down as well.
Oh, yeah. We did also lose in the Champions League final, but we're not really talking about that. Man United, congratulations to them. But it doesn't matter. Glory Hunter is complete.
Losing against my team as well.
Yeah, the risk, I think, you had to take that risk going to Everton.
Yes, I did.
And it almost paid off. You had a good season, really.
I'll be honest with you. Looking at that sort of result, finishing third in the league, I chucked 8 points away. So I chucked the league away. Losing in the semi-final of the FA Cup, so I nearly done it.
Yeah.
Very nearly done it. So if I'm going to blame anything, I'm going to blame Man United. They let me down when I was their manager.
Yeah.
I had 2 goals at that FA Cup, and neither did I get anywhere near it. So
let's not forget the 4 years it took you to win the Copa del Rey.
Oh no, I'm still blaming it on Man United, because when I had the best team in the league, who were winning the Premier League and the Champions League, I couldn't win that FA Cup. I'm blaming Man United.
You should be blaming David O'Leary. Let's have a look. The one last thing we're going to check, because I know a couple of people have been mentioning it in the comments. The Ballon d'Or, actually, is called the World Golden Ball or something like that. I know a few people have been asking to see it, so this is technically would be the Ballon d'Or of this whole thing. So we started off down here, so it would have been the first year would have been Andrei Shevchenko, then went to Raul. Michael Owen has won it 4 times here, 5 times in total. Michael Owen. We've had Francesco Totti, Hernan Crespo, Marcelo Salas won it.
Man United when Totti won it then?
No, I don't think that would have been just before you. You were around Man United here.
Was I?
I don't think any of us have actually won a Ballon d'Or with them at the club. Maybe you at Lazio. I need to remember when you were at Lazio.
Yeah.
But the Hernan Crespo 28-29 season might be you. It might be the year before you joined. I seem to remember that year that Hernan Crespo was just unbelievable. But Ruud van Nistelrooy won it. I mean, I signed him for Chelsea. He's won it there years later. Roque Santa Cruz, Javier Saviola, as was the most recent player.
A couple of our players that are in there, though.
Yeah, a couple of players that we've signed or we've used for sure. But there we go. That is Retro Glory Hunter done in the 2000 to 2001 database. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this ride as much as we have doing it.
Oh, it's been great fun.
Because they're always so good. If there's another retro database that comes around, maybe we'll have to do another Retro Glory Hunter before FM27 comes out, and hopefully we can have some fun with that too. But let us know your suggestions, what you want to see next, and maybe we will just do it. But if you're still looking for something to watch right now, here on screen is a 10-year trophy challenge we did with Wrexham and Birmingham as tycoon clubs. We gave them £500 million each. It was the first one to win as many trophies as possible.